everyone. This is Megan here live on Facebook. We're at South Lafourche High School for the annual South versus Central game tonight. We're so excited. But before I go into my first segment, I just want to take a little bit of time and express how much education means to my life. My parents are both educators. They came here from Mobile, Alabama in the 80s, and they came to be school teachers, and now they're both retired, and my dad's now on the school board. And so education means a lot to me, and I'm here with someone else who's dedicated his life to education, Mr. Chris Arnold, Central Lafourche principal. Mr. Arnold, just tell us what y'all have going on this week or this month at Central Lafourche?
Well, we're trying to get a sense of normalcy back on campus. The teachers were excited, and the entire faculty was excited to have all the kids back 5 days a week. The kids were super pumped about it, and like I said, we're ready to teach and learn and have some fun with all the extracurriculars as well. So we're trying to keep the environment positive because we know it's trying times for everyone. So it's encouraging kids to stay active, even though the level of activity may look a little different today as we once knew it, but it's just staying positive in times like this.
Yeah, I hear you. And talk a little bit about, do y'all have homecoming coming up or trying to bring some normalcy back, and what programs y'all have going on?
Well, we have a homecoming October 30th will be our game. Unfortunately, we will not be able to host a dance. But other than that, we still intend to do things like pep rallies, and as much as we can do that, we normally would. The kids have heard all year long thus far that our expectation as a school is to make the year the best we can for them. It's not their fault. Any of them's going through this and things like that. So again, it's all about remaining positive on campus and ensuring the kids like what's going on.
And then lastly, just talk a little bit about you're in this position, 1 or 2 years? You've been principal. Tell us about that.
This is my second year, and the first year got cut short, and then the second year it got off to a rocky start. So it's definitely not normal times that I inherited this position in, but nonetheless, I work with a lot of great people and a lot of great kids, which makes my job satisfying.
Well, there you go, folks. That was, again, Mr. Chris Arnold here at Central Lafourche High School principal. And take a look at this segment we have. You can hear from both coaches.
We all knew 2020 would be a different rivalry game for Lafourche Parish. Not because of the pandemic, but because both schools have new head coaches. The Tarpon's new coach is Brian B.J. Young. He played quarterback for Hahnville and Southeastern before becoming a coach. He comes to South Lafourche after a successful stint as offensive coordinator at East Ascension.
Yeah, I'm trying to bring a lot of energy to the program and re-energize the kids and bring some winning ways that we had from EA. Some things we did at EA that was good. To bringing it to South Lafourche, things that worked, and trying to incorporate it to the type of kids we have and making it fit. We have one goal, and that's at the end of the year to put a ring on our finger. And if you're not playing for that, then I don't know why you're playing.
Up the bayou, the Trojans look to get a new leader with local ties and experience as a head coach. Aaron Meyer grew up in Luling, played at John Curtis, then UCLA. His assistant coaching stops included Central Lafourche, St. James, Donaldsonville, and several others. He spent the last 3 years as a head coach in White Castle, where his team played in the Dome for a championship.
I think just the biggest difference with us is pace and just kind of the culture that comes in and out of the program. Every coach is going to be different with that. And mine is obviously a little different than Coach Menard's, but I just want to play at a faster pace and let's just put the pressure on people and kind of have the confidence in ourselves. Sign scholarships and win championships. I want to sit at this table the second week in December.
Some people say these teams don't know what to expect from each other. I think these coaches have a good idea. It's going to be physical and lots of fun. For the Vision Tailgate Show, I'm Dylan Massey.
Thanks, Dylan. 2020 marked the 36th anniversary of the Vision Communications Academic Scholarship. To date, over 200 scholarships have been awarded. How awesome is that? We would like to salute those teachers and the students that have gotten this award. So congratulations and thank you all for such hard work and dedication. I'm Monica Arnold, and I'm happy to be here tonight with Miss Allie Fournier, Miss Bailey Melanson. Sorry, I said that incorrectly. Melanson. And then we have Miss Maggie Punch, Teacher of the Year. Teacher of the Year! Wow, that's awesome. How does that make you feel to be named Teacher of the Year?
I guess the best word is humbling. Our faculty at South Lafourche, just being a part of it is a huge honor in itself, but every teacher on our staff should be named Teacher of the Year because none of us are in this alone. We're all in it together. I was just honored that they kind of chose me to represent South.
Awesome. And each year you teach what subject?
A lot of them.
Has it changed throughout the
yes,
years?
It's changed constantly. I have 4 preps this year, multimedia productions, IBCA, customer service. So whatever I get, they tell me and I say, yes, let's go.
Okay.
You know?
Diversity, right?
Exactly.
I mean, hey.
Keeps it interesting.
Okay, and this year, has it been a little more interesting? I mean, we all have, different things happening.
2020 is the year of the roller coaster. We have ups and downs, but I think through it all, we're showing some grace to our students, to ourselves, but most of all, we're all happy to be back with our kids on campus, mask and all.
Awesome. To describe it as a roller coaster, I mean, roller coasters are fun, right?
Yeah, kind of
in their own way. All right. Miss Allie, what type of extracurricular activities do you participate in?
I'm involved in swimming, volleyball, and softball at South Lafourche, and I'm also in National Honor Society and class office and student council.
Great. I see y'all are dressed to impress tonight. What's the story behind that?
Well, I guess we are kind of dressed for the other team. It's sort of mocking them, I guess you could say, as our form of school spirit. So, go Tarpons.
That sounds fun. I mean, do it in your own way, right? All right. And Miss Bailey, what type of extracurricular activities are you in?
I play volleyball, softball, and I'm class representative and student council.
Okay. What are the plans for later on in life? Where are you going?
I plan on attending a 4-year university and getting a degree in some sort of journalism.
Hey. Well, we can definitely appreciate that. You can always come visit us over, Vision Communications. All right. Well, how about y'all check out this community coverage with Miss Nicole Henry Davis. Thank you.
I've learned a great deal about Lafourche Parish while covering meetings for Vision Communications. First would be the importance of LA1 as a conduit of business that is vital for the U.S. economy. As you know, the old drawbridge was taken down when the highway was elevated to make nonstop traffic from Leeville to Fouchon. The Highway 1 Coalition has been advocating completing the project up to Golden Meadow. Henri Boulet explains.
This summer, the LA1 project was awarded the largest United States Department of Transportation grant to help build Phase 2 of the LA1 project, shown here in green. And you should see cranes down in Golden Meadow and in Leeville in early 2022. By December of 2027, this project will be complete, and we will have secured access to the coast of Lafourche Parish.
Of course, the driver for our local economy is Port Fouchon. This complex continues to evolve and grow. Chet Chasson recently gave us an update on its progress.
For any port, water depth is important, and one of the keys to growth for Port Fouchon is deeper water. We want to be able to be that one-stop shop for the oil and gas industry in the Gulf of Mexico to provide all the services of day-to-day activity as well as the larger deepwater rig repair, refurbishment, decommissioning market, as well as a potential for a liquefied natural gas facility in Port Fouchon.
Vision provides coverage of local meetings on our cable Channel 5, and I'm proud to bring that information to you. The passion and work ethic of this community is inspiring, and Vision thanks you for allowing us to be a part of it. I'm Nicole Davis with the Vision Tailgate Show.
Thanks, Nicole, for that great community feature. I'm Natalie Straight with Vision Communications, here tonight with the South Lafourche cheerleaders. Speaking tonight for the group, we have Ms. Megan Buzzygard. She's a senior here at South Lafourche. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing great, and you?
Yeah, I'm great. So I understand this is a big rivalry game that's really exciting. Can you tell me a little bit about, are there any traditions or rituals that you could share?
So we do have a few traditions. We like to dress in togas for this night, you know, as a sense of like mockery. I don't know, it's kind of like our school spirit, a little friendly competition between the two teams. So that's one thing we love to do.
Oh yeah, that's really fun. Toga parties afterwards,
Yes,
right?
ma'am.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit more about tonight. What are you most excited about?
I'm just excited about having everything, like being able to play football, being able to cheer on the sidelines, seeing my friends doing what they love, seeing the parents coming out and support us, just getting a little sense of normalcy and all of this chaos we have right now.
Yeah. I know cheerleading is a big job. It's a lot of work. People just kind of see the glamour side of it. They don't really understand how much work goes into it. What makes it worth it for you?
It just makes it worth it, just being able to be on the sidelines with my friends, just having a sense of self-accomplishment. You know, we may not be the best cheer school out there, but to me we are, just because we put our heart into it.
Well, this is going to be the most important question of the night. This is the one that everybody wants to know. This is why people are watching. Who's going to win the game?
Definitely the Tarpons.
I like it. Can we do a little cheer?
Yes, ma'am.
I love possum. I love possum. I love possum.
Well, there you have it. Next up, we have our business segment with Miss Tressie Leindecker. Thanks for watching.
ETEL Business is proud to provide internet and phone services in South Louisiana. Tonight, we spotlight a Central Lafourche business with Ben Jones Jr.
Jones Insurance is a family-owned and operated local independent insurance agency since 1952. Our primary focus is providing quality insurance services to families and businesses in South Louisiana. The majority of our team members have been with us for over 10 years, with most of them hitting the 20-year mark. Because we treat our team members like family, they treat our clients like family. Typically, an insurance policy should be reviewed at least once per year. At Jones Insurance, we tend to look over all of our clients' policies at least once per year to make sure they're getting the best coverage and the best and most affordable price. With the ETEL services that are provided to us, mainly the internet services for our phone and our web usage, having a local rep and a local company like ETEL to help us with our internet services has truly been a blessing.
Thanks, Ben, for your support of ETEL Business. Jones Insurance has 3 locations: Raceland, Houma, and Thibodaux. I'm Tressie Leindecker for the Vision Tailgate Show.
Thank you, Tressie and Jones Insurance. They sure know how to get down to business, and now it's my turn. I'm here with Central Lafourche, and we are going to get with Miss Bryn Daigle.
Hi, everybody.
Tonight we are going to ask her, how in the world do you juggle it all?
It takes a lot of time, but I'm very determined with everything I do, and I don't stop at all.
That's awesome. What are the plans for the future? Where are you going?
I plan on going to Nicholls State for nursing.
Okay. And whenever it comes to cheerleading, have you learned anything you think from cheerleading that you can take to nursing?
Leadership and being confident in what I do and just going out there and doing it.
That's perfect. And may we get a cheer, ladies?
Go, fight, win, green. Go, 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 green. Fight, 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 green. Win, 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 green. Go, fight, win, green.
Yeah! All right. Check out this big feature from Bayou Industrial Group. Thank you.
I'm Lori LeBlanc, the current board president for the Bayou Industrial Group. BIG has been the voice for business and industry in the Bayou region since 1973. Our membership reflects a diverse cross-section of people and includes business executives, educators, and community leaders. Together, we advocate for critical local issues like infrastructure, economic development, coastal protection and restoration, and education to grow and strengthen our Bayou region. We call ourselves BIG after our initials, and that's the best way to describe our monthly speaker program. When not in quarantine, we meet for luncheons in Thibodaux with informative speakers on important topics. We invite you to join us. You will learn a lot, meet new contacts, and enjoy a good meal. Earlier this year, BIG honored an individual and a company for their contributions to our area. The company was Sea Level, a heavy industrial engineering firm that is involved in coastal restoration.
Saltwater intrusion, the flooding. Sea Level has a direct responsibility in reversing those trends.
It's something that we have the obligation to preserve and help protect, and we feel like as a heavy civil contractor, we're trying to do our part by building the flood walls and the floodgates and the pump stations.
So I feel extremely grateful to be able to work at a company that is directly involved in coastal protection.
We also honored Dan Duplantis Sr. for his lifetime contribution to our area in the sugarcane business and his work with Nichols. As you know, this year's sugar grinding has begun. We recently spoke to Jim Seymour of the American Sugar League about the 2020 season.
The American Sugarcane League represents Louisiana's sugar growers and millers, and we're really pleased with the crop that we have in the field this year. We expect to produce about 16 million tons of sugarcane, support 16,000 Louisiana jobs, produce enough sugar for 60 million Americans right here in South Louisiana. Of course, the Bayou Lafourche region is crucial to the well-being of Louisiana's sugar industry and everything that we do.
To learn more about our organization, visit our website at bayouindustrialgroup.com. We look forward to meeting you, and I want to wish good luck to both teams tonight in the Lafourche rivalry game.
Thank you so much, Lori, for that piece, and also thank you to Eddie Kale, who is our vision representative for BIG. Right now I have with me Lafourche Parish President Archie Sasson. Archie, thank you so much for being here tonight. I really appreciate it.
No problem, Megan. Thanks for having us.
No, so tell us what you have going on in the parish, particularly in this section, Central South Lafourche. What projects you have?
Yes, a lot of exciting stuff coming up in the next couple of years. Hopefully about this time next year, we'll be breaking ground on the new elevated portion of Highway 1 from Golden Meadow to Leeville. That exciting $350 million project was announced by the governor and Congressman Steve Scalise a few months ago. We'll also hopefully be breaking ground early next year on the new airport access corridor. So that will connect the Greater Lafourche Port Commission's airport to Highway 3235, and it's a partner project between the federal government, the port, and us as well. A lot of exciting things going on in Central Lafourche when it comes to road work and drainage. Our partnerships with the levee districts continue to flourish, so we'll be doing a lot of impactful projects there, and also working on a lot of economic development across the parish, doing a lot of business retention, business expansion, and letting our existing businesses know that we're here to take care of them, but also doing a lot of new businesses that are trying to come here.
That's awesome. And talk a little bit about this. Is you're just wrapping up your first year. I'm sure you couldn't have predicted this, but tell us how it's been so far.
You know, it's been really exciting, Megan. We have a great administrative team, a great group of parish employees that I can't tout enough, the 350 individuals that we have working with us every day. The council has been extremely cooperative and working with us and communicating their wishes and their needs to us. But the community as a whole, this isn't the year we thought it would be with COVID. All the storms the last few weeks were issued about 6 states of emergency in the first 9 months of office, which is definitely not something we planned. But overall, it's a great first year, and I can't wait to look at the next 3 years to come. And I know for one night we'll be definitely a parish divided, but give them hell CL.
There you go, folks. He's going for Central. I'm going for South. Thank you so much, Archie, again for being here. And take a look at this next feature.
Our next ETEL Business Spotlight is right up the road in Cutoff, Louisiana. They've been serving the community for over 2 decades.
My name is Dr. Darby Chasson. We're Advanced Eye Institute of Cutoff. I've been here for 21 years. We are here to serve our parish and to serve our community. I grew up in the South Lafourche area and love being here, love the people here. We provide services for eyeglasses, for contact lenses. We provide services for red eyes, for pink eye, for glaucoma treatment, diabetes management, those type of things. And we are the first line of defense for your eyes. Picking out that right lens for each patient is important, and our opticians have been doing this for over 10 years and know exactly which lens is the best for each patient. All this technology has really helped us, and having Wi-Fi and having a great connection with our internet service has been important to work. I've enjoyed being a customer of Vision and ETEL for 21 years now, so definitely it's been a great partnership.
Advanced Eye Institute has 3 locations: Cutoff, Houma, and Thibodaux. We appreciate Dr. Darby and his team for supporting ETEL Business. I'm Tressie Leindecker with the Vision Tailgate Show.
So we are back here. We are on our last segment, and we are with South Lafourche Principal, Ms. Gay Shermy. Thank you so much, Ms. Shermy, for being here. We really appreciate it. Tell us a little bit about what you have going on this week. I know the kids came back 5 days a week.
It was wonderful to have our kids back in the hallways again, kind of like normal. And today we had we usually have a morning pep rally before school starts, besides a regular pep rally. And it was toned down somewhat today, but we had our drum line on a Friday morning, and then we had a pep rally this afternoon, so it kind of kind of feels a little bit more normal.
Yeah.
I love having my kids back.
Well, and I saw that they were dressed up and stuff like that, and the band's here, and so I think it's kind of feels like a normal Friday night football game.
It does. It feels like a normal Friday night football game with social distancing and masks. But I have to tell you, the kids from Lafourche High School are the best.
Mm-hmm.
They understand all of the rules and procedures we put in place for their safety and our own safety.
Right.
And they have been phenomenal in following and doing everything we've asked of.
Awesome. So last and most important, can you give us a prediction for tonight's score?
I don't want to jinx us.
Well,
we're winning.
There you go. I'm a South Lafourche alumni, so I say go Tarpons. But thank you again so much for being here. I really appreciate it.
And allons poisson.
There you go. Thank you so much.
Thank y'all.
Well, folks, that's it here tonight. South Lafourche High School for the annual rival game. We're so excited to be able to bring this to you every week to come and bring football, high school football back into your homes. We really appreciate it. I'm Megan Archer. It's a pleasure to come here week in and week out to see you guys in the community at high school sporting events. I've been doing this for 13 years, and I look forward to many more years to come. So again, thank you so much, and good night. You're ready for our action-packed game.
It's away between the Tarpons and the Trojans. Casey just here with Coach Brian Colley. Coach, what are some things you think the Tarpons have to clean up? Last Friday, played a scrimmage against Patterson. We're on the wrong end of the scoreboard by a point, but I can make the strong argument that if that were a 4-quarter game and not a 2-quarter game, the outcome may have been a little different. But with that being said, the Tarpons made some mistakes, some turnovers, different things of that sort. What are some things that they have to clean up tonight if they want to get to 1-0 in the season?
Well, I think the Tarpons will want to start a little bit faster than what they did last week. Their defense started out quick. Offense was a little slower, and hopefully they can come back and, start quicker this game. And let's look to see the battle in the trenches. If the Tarpons can win the battle up front on both sides of the ball, I like our chances.
What would you be telling the guys in your quarterback room right now? Because it looks like they're going to start Jalbert, the senior, who's never played a varsity high school football game before. What would you be telling him to try to settle him into the game? Look, he looked poised on Friday night, but it's going to be different when live bullets are flying in a varsity game. What would you tell him to make sure that he's playing calm and collected and doing everything that's asked of him out there?
Well, it could be pretty simple. What you did last week, do it again. Just relax, have fun, play football. And I think that's what he came out and he did that second half of that little scrimmage. And, if Patrick Gisclair you want snap away from getting in. And who knows, Coach Young may have a 2-quarterback system. That remains to be seen tonight.
Now, for both of these guys here, Coach Meyer and Coach Young, they're both coaching their first game at a new program. You've been at a couple of programs. Whenever you're in year one and you're trying to get things built and you're trying to establish yourself, what are some things you're looking to see early on to let them know, hey, look, we've got things under control here?
Well, the things you've been working on, I would say all summer, but half the summer, you want to see that come to fruition. You want to make sure, what you worked on is going to be produced out on the field, because you definitely want to start strong, gain that confidence, and if either team can do that, their players will believe in their coaches a little bit more and say, well, this stuff works. And if you can get the kids believing in what you want to get done, it's a big step.
It's usually hot as heck for the opener. Tonight it is a beautiful 70 degrees. It's going to dip into the 60s by the time the sun goes down. But with that being said, I've always been told that the games you're most at risk to cramp are games when it's cool like this. Talk about hydration and making sure that everybody's going to be ready to roll. That's the first thing. And then the second thing is, will there be heat and humidity breaks? Because usually in a regular season, in October, those stop. Or are we going to have heat and humidity breaks today? Do you know?
I think we will in the month of October, and that's just because of, this late start to the season. But that's a question I want to pose to each coach is, are you concerned about the second half of this game with the conditioning, being that they had, their offseason, cut short?
Very good. And we're going to see, do you know if you're allowed to do pregame coaches interviews? I know you said the coin toss, you're not going to be allowed on the field, or are we going to be looking to maybe get Coach Young before the game starts?
Yeah, we'll definitely have Coach Young before the game starts.
Very good. So we're 17 minutes away. Coach, it looks like a pretty doggone full home side. And as I was walking into the stadium, I was being told that the home side was sold out, so that would mean 1,000 people on the home side. On the visiting side, it's starting to fill up a little bit. We're looking at 1,500, 1,600 people perhaps in the house tonight.
Yeah, we sold about, well, like you said, the home side is sold out. We sold over 1,000 tickets on the home side. That's our capacity, a little over 1,000. And Central Lafourche, their AD just told me they sold about 200 tickets.
Very good. So we look forward to seeing the crowd. We look forward to seeing the teams compete, and we look forward to having a lot of fun here on this wonderful Friday night. Coach, let's talk a little bit about some things going on in the rest of the world of sports. I don't know. I know you've been busy as heck today. Did you see the New Orleans Saints injury report today?
No, I did not.
Michael Thomas, Marshawn Lattimore, Janoris Jenkins, Davenport, Jared Cook, all out for Sunday's game against Detroit. The Saints could be a MASH squad, man.
Well, and if you count the pride that's hurt, I'm sure you can add some members of the coaching staff to that list, because I'm sure it's not the way they wanted to start this season.
And it's surprising because they looked really good in Week 1, beating a very good Tampa Bay team, forcing turnovers. But what the heck happened to the defense since then? It's been like Saints of old, and I don't mean that as a compliment.
No, and look, if they don't figure out quick how to cover the flat and those backs or tight ends out the backfield, it's going to be a very long season for them.
No doubt about that. So we're going to catch a quick commercial break. When we get back, we're going to continue our pregame show. It's 16 minutes away from kickoff here in Galliano. It's Tarpons and Trojans on ESPN 100.3, 1600 AM KLEB.
I've worked alongside law enforcement to convict some of Lafourche's most dangerous offenders. But being tough on crime is only part of the equation. I have worked hard to develop and implement programs geared toward the prevention of crime, making our community safer for all of us. Early voting begins October 16th and Election Day is November 3rd. Paid for by the Christine Russell Campaign Fund.
Archie Manning here for Thibodaux Regional. In the Manning household, we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the team at the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety. As the region's leader in First Comprehensive Sports Medicine Program, they've been in the game longer with certified athletic trainers, fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians, and neuro-sports-trained experts. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional.
Saunders & Chabert, attorneys at law, have dedicated their practice to assisting serious accident victims with the highest quality and personal legal representation possible. You may have heard of Saunders & Chabert through word of mouth, but Saunders & Chabert specializes in serious motor vehicle accidents, offshore, river accidents, and injuries occurring on the job. They fight hard for their clients. Visit SaundersChabert.com or call Scotty Boy Chabert at 888-815-1974 for a free consultation. Saunders & Chabert, fighting hard for you all across Louisiana.
Hello, I'm Kevin Chermy, candidate for councilman, town of Golden Meadow. I'm a 30-year resident of Golden Meadow. I'm 56 years old, husband and father of two beautiful girls. I've lived in Lafourche Parish all my life. During these hard economic times, I want to be actively involved in the decision-making that will shape our future going forward. We have to look into other ways to create revenue to offset the cost of our declining oil field. We must bring back businesses and make Golden Meadow a destination. Please vote for me, Kevin Chermy, for Councilman, Golden Meadow, number 104. Paid for by Kevin Chermy Campaign.
So the Tarpons are getting some final instructions from Coach B.J. Young. It looks like he's fired up, talking to his team, very animated. The Trojans are about to take the field on this beautiful turf field that is now 3 seasons old here in Galliano. See Coach Young talking to his guys. The Trojans have just taken the field. They're going to be in their visiting white with gold and green trim. The Tarpons are about to take the field in their home blues with the white trim and white pants. So excited to be here. We've been waiting for this day for a long time. And Coach Brian Colley has South Lafourche football coach B.J. Young.
He's going to start it up.
Take it away.
All right, here we go with Coach Young. Coach, who would have thought we had to wait until the first week in October to start the football season? But what was your message to your team just now?
Yeah, you know, with one of us and everybody's playing as an individual, you know, we're nothing. But if we're all in for the same cause as a team, you know, we're going to be dangerous and we will be champions.
And now, what can we expect from the Tarpons tonight, offense and defensive wise?
aggressive. We preach being physical all week, so I'm looking for some physical football, and I feel like if we do that, we'll be okay.
How was the week of practice?
It was good. Our kids came out with a lot of excitement. They competed. They were focused to get better, and maybe not just because it's just our first game. It's another game for us. So the excitement and the focus was real well.
What's a quick key to victory?
Being physical. If I feel like we come out and we hit them in the mouth, we can set the tone early, and just starting fast and finishing strong.
All right, Coach. Best of luck.
All right, Ben.
Coach Young is ready to roll. Coach Young has a lot of energy, a lot of enthusiasm. We love to hear it. And we're excited to see the Tarpons in just a minute. Central Lafourche took the field awfully early. There's still 12 minutes on the pregame clock. They're already on the sidelines ready to roll. The Tarpons are going to take their time. Kickoff's at 7 o'clock, and we're going to have some starting lineup festivities and our coin toss, national anthem, all that good stuff. Then we'll be playing ball. White hat official on the field. He's ready to rock and roll. Tarpons are going to be getting their starting lineups. A new wrinkle here in Galliano is all 11 starters, or probably all 22 starters, are going to be announced through a new little tunnel that the Tarpons have got in the home end zone, on the right side end zone, the down the bayou end zone, as we like to say. There may even be a little fog that'll be roaring as the Tarpons will take the field in just a second. Coach, whose idea was this? This is pretty neat.
That's a combination. Myself and Coach Young got together, and I think Miss Jeremy chipped in a little bit. And we wanted to do something special for the kids, and I think this is going to be really nice.
So you hear the old Chicago Bulls Sirius playing, and the Tarpons are going to be taking the field in just a second. The clock reads 10 minutes. Francois Terrebonne will be the first starter through the tunnel, but yeah, there he comes. Oh, here come all the Tarpons. The Tarpons take the field. Non-district matchup between their parish rivals. And there's the cannon. There's Francois. So home team starting lineup brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital. We don't have it on paper, but the Tarpon starters are coming out right now. Looking forward to seeing the energy and the enthusiasm in this team. Coach Young said he wanted to see physicality early, and I'm curious to see if the Tarpons bring it. This is a Trojans team that they're facing that is replacing a lot of skill players off of last season's team. So if South Lafourche could pounce on them early, they can maybe be in a good situation. Big crowd, big crowd. There were a lot of questions about, well, I don't know if people's going to want to leave the house or they're going to be nervous. There's a huge crowd here. Folks are eager to root on their Tarpons.
Yeah, Casey, I think we're going to have an early kickoff. There's still 9.5 minutes left on the clock, and Central's already in their box, and the Tarpons are getting ready to announce their starters on offense, and after that, they'll be on the sideline within a minute or so.
Well, look, we've been waiting for several months. We could go ahead and kick this one off a little bit early. I don't think anybody's going to complain about that.
No, not at all. And let's look, the Central Lafourche Trojans will come on tonight. They like a spread offense. Watch the field, a little bit of film on them, and they like to spread the field, get the defense spread out, and get running lanes for their back. So if the Tarpons could control that line of scrimmage and let our talented linebacker group make plays for them, I like our chances on our defensive side.
Injury reports and timeouts are brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing you the latest and best technology in our region. Starting lineups brought to you by Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Tonight's opening kick is brought to you by State Bank and Trust Company, banking you can count on, member FDIC. All home team first downs are brought to you by Golden Motors, where price is priority. Scoreboard updates are brought to you by Brent Abity, your candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney. We've got a couple of scoreboard updates already. Vanderbilt beat Berwick last night, and H.L. Bourgeois beat Ellender as well. So a couple of teams are already in the winner's circle, and now we're going to decide Lafourche Parish supremacy here as the Tarpons and the Trojans are going to lock horns in just a couple of minutes in the Memorial Stadium, Ralph Perry Field.
Okay, see, I know the Tarpon players are fired up, and I'm telling you, this coaching staff is ready to go.
Cannot wait to see what will transpire over the next several hours on a gorgeous night for football. could not ask for better weather for football. The Tarpon Captains tonight will be as follows. Number 11, that's our guy Joseph Pierce. Number 42, that's our guy Jaron Pierce. How about that? Two brothers will be the captains tonight. For Central Lafourche, I see number 6, which would be Titan Verdon. I see number 14, which is Drake Terrio. Number 1, Michael Haley. Number 9, Hunter Trigg. That is awesome to see Joseph and Jaron going out for the coin toss together. That is what this is all about.
And can you imagine the feeling that these players have on the sideline, that back in March, April, May, June, that they were thinking we might not even have a season, and to get a chance to, to kick it off and play an 8-game season, I'm so glad for these young kids on this field.
And we have 4 weeks here at home. The Tarpon's first 4 games are at home to start the year. It looks like the Trojans have won the toss. We're going to see what decision they've made. Nope, the coin has been flipped. He was saying what he wanted to call, and they have won the toss.
And in case we might have something special coming up before either the national anthem or around that. Hopefully they saw my note up there in the box.
Well, we'll see what's going to be taking place there, as we've got a Trojan receiving after the coin toss. The Tarpon defense will take the field first.
Would everyone please stand? Remove your caps, please.
So we're going to pause for the national anthem here.
A moment of silence.
And a moment of silence.
For Mr. Bobby Hebert Sr., huge Tarpon fan and a community icon who passed away earlier this year due to COVID. Dear Lord, we'd like to ask for your guidance. We'd like to pray tonight for our president, for the leadership in our country, and for the gift of being able to assemble here tonight in peace and freedom. We ask that you guide and watch over our athletes and all of our participants and everyone here tonight. Amen. Please look to your right. The colors here tonight are presented by the South Lafourche High School Tarpon Battalion Color under the direction of Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jalen Bird. Tonight's colors are presented by Cadet Lieutenant Colonel Jalen Bird. Cadet Guided First Class, Ali Opposing, Cadet Master Sergeant Leanna Diaz.
Let's play some football. The Tarpons are going to be kicking to the Trojans to kick this one off. Beautiful tribute to Mr. Bobby Hebert Sr. I'm going to try not to get emotional saying this, Mr. Bobby. We're thinking and praying, and we know that you've got a great seat from the sky tonight for this one. Tarpon special team unit will be on the field. The first game of the B.J. Young regime. It was a night that many folks did not think would be possible. But thanks to the hard work and dedication of folks practicing social distancing, wearing their mask, all that good stuff, we finally were able to get here, and we could not be more honored and humbled to be in your presence tonight in your living room.
Let's see how the Tarpon special teams will perform tonight. I know Coach Gauger was pleased and not pleased last week in their performance. I know they covered the kickoffs well, so let's see if that continues.
Number 2 for the Trojans, Connor Richard. Number 3, Aaron DeLone. And number 11, it looks like Dustin Robichaud are back to receive Jesse Torres' kick. The Tarpons are kicking from left to right. We're from down the bayou. That is kicking from up the bayou to down the bayou around these parts. Torres has his marching orders. We are underway with a low line drive kick that's fielded at the 4-yard line by Richard. At the 15, working the right side of the field. He's hit and he's dropped at the 18-yard line. Good kick coverage there by the Tarpons.
Once again, great kick coverage by the Tarpons.
Francois Terrebonne missed last week's scrimmage, and he makes the tackle, making his presence felt right away. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Trojans. If I'm not mistaken, their quarterback is number 9, Hunter Traig. We'll see what Hunter's going to come with in the Trojans spread offense. Ball in the right hash. Trojans in the gun, 4 receiver set. They hand it off to the right tackle, or off right tackle to Aaron DeLone, gets across the 20, picks up about 3. A host of Tarpons make the tackle. Short gain.
One thing to look for tonight was the Trojans, again, with that spread offense, they love the screen game. They like to throw screens to the receivers outside, get the ball in the athlete's hands, and they also like to hit the ball out the backfield in the flats.
2nd and 7, ball just across the 20. I believe we had a helmet come off, so the Trojans are going to hustle another player onto the field. And it looked like it was the quarterback, Traig, who had to leave the ball game. So I don't know if they're utilizing 2 or we had a wardrobe malfunction. I don't know, but the strong side of the field's to the left. Trojans in the gun. There's the snap, straight drop. Throws a slant that's deflected and incomplete. That pass was from Carson Ogeron, and it looked like Hunter Conley got his mitt on it and knocked it down.
Yeah, Ogeron started the JV game last night and did a great job for the Trojans.
Big play early on, 3rd and 7 coming up. Can the Tarpon defense get off the field? And perhaps get really good field position to boot.
Yeah, right here you may want to look for some type of screen.
So 3rd and 7 coming up. And the play clock just now going to start. Strong side of the field to the left. Straight drop, they throw a screen that's caught and dropped immediately. The Tarpons stuffed that out. Ryan Dupree on the catch, and a big hit made by Ethan Hebert. They lost a half yard there. It's going to be 4th and long.
Yeah, great job by Ethan Hebert staying home and came up. The receiver missed his block, and Hebert was right there to deliver that hit.
So the Tarpons force a punt right out of the chute 1 minute in. Tarpons have number 11, Joseph Pierce, and number 1, Sidney Bruce back deep. Catching punts was an issue last week. We'll see how this goes here. Waiting on the snap. It is to the punter clean, and he hits a nice end-over-end kick. That'll bounce near midfield and take a Trojan roll, but not a tremendous Trojan roll. It'll be killed at the 44-yard line. So the Tarpon defense gets a stop, and now the Tarpon offense will take over with good field position.
Yeah, great job by the Tarpon defense starting off fast once again. Now, offense right here, they're going up against a 3-man front defensive line rush by Coach Vedros. He likes to send many people from different areas. If the Tarpons can control that line of scrimmage and break the line of scrimmage, I see them having some big gains by the running backs tonight.
Matty Ice, Matthew Jalbert, the senior, in the gun, 5 wide receiver set. Strong side of the field to the right, gets the snap, straight drop. Going down the middle, it's caught! That's a big gain for Brody Petrie across midfield to the 33-yard line. The Tarpons on 1st down, get a 1st down. That's a Golden Motors 1st down, big gain.
Yeah, nice ride by Brody and great job by the offensive line giving Jalbert time to throw the football.
1st and 10, ball at the 33-yard line. Jalbert and the boys already on the football. This time Braxton Petrie in the backfield. 4 receiver set. Jalbert hands it to Braxton across the 30. Breaking tackles dropped to the 28. So a nice gain of about 4 or 5 on first down for the Tarpons. Second and about a short 6, rather, a long 5.
Trojan linebacker came up and made a nice play. If he don't make that play, I think running back can go for a big gain.
Petrie runs hard, very hard. We'll see if he could impose his will. Trips to the left. Now one of the receivers comes across the formation. That's Sidney Bruce. Jobber waiting on the snap. Hands it to Petrie on the right side. A nice gain across the 25, inside the 20. He's dropped at the 17. That's another Golden Motors first down for the Tarpons.
Yeah, great job by Petrie right there. He gained ground towards the sideline. Then when he saw an opening, he just planted that foot and turned right up the field and got good positive yards for the Tarpons.
So the Tarpons in the red zone. 1st and 10, 9:25 to go in the opening quarter. The Trojans punted, and now the Tarpons are knocking on the door. Staying in the gun. Strong side of the field to the left. There are 3 receivers out that way. Jalbert making some checks at the line of scrimmage. High snap. Throws a swing pass out to Petrie inside the 15. He's dropped at about the 13. So a short, easy completion there. The Tarpons pick up about 4 or 5 yards.
What a great combination. Brody one play, Braxton the next play.
And right away you could see Tarpons are not running the triple option anymore. Every snap has been in the shotgun so far. And I think a good job play calling by Coach Young to give Jalbert a couple of nice, easy throws that he could ease himself into this game. 2nd and 6. Jalbert play action. Throws it to the sideline. That's caught inside the 10. Darren Ducey hit and dropped at the 7-yard line. Looks like it'll be another Golden Motors first down.
Tons of credit to Jackson Otia blocking right there. He came down from his slot position and made a nice block, allowed Darren to get to the outside.
Listen to the Tarpon faithful making some noise. It's 1st and goal at the 6-yard line. Jalbert taking a breather. So the Tarpons are coming with a power formation here. Your quarterback for this play is Wes Alamont. Nope, that's Petrie, and they snapped it over his head. Petrie trying to fall on it. He cannot, and the Trojans have it at the 35-yard line. The Tarpons were knocking on the door, went with their hammer formation, snapped it right over the quarterback's head, and Central Lafourche fell on it.
You know, and that's one thing in that shotgun the Tarpons had a couple of weeks ago in practice. They had trouble getting the snap on that shotgun, and you know it looked like they had it corrected, but that's very unfortunate for the Tarpons.
So that's a bummer. You were driving down the field and cannot convert, turn it over, and the Trojans catch the first big break of the game at the 8:03 mark. See if the Tarpon defense could stiffen here. In the gun, ball at the middle of the field, 4 receivers set. They hand it off right tackle, and he's hit, and he's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. They gave it to DeLon, and a school of Tarpons swim to the football there. Lost about a half yard.
You know, and that's what our defensive line needs to do, is hold those offensive linemen up. Don't let them get to the next level to our linebackers, and let our linebackers come up and make plays, and Wes made a great play on that last play.
So 2nd and 10, ball right at the 35. Still the same 4 receiver set. Strong side of the field now to the left. Straight drop for Treg. Throws it down the field. It's incomplete. And there's a late flag. There was contact made as the ball was getting there, and their officials are going to say that was early contact, and it'll be a first down for the Trojans.
Yeah, that's a good call by the official.
So it's 7:26 to go in the opening quarter. The Trojans are going to get their first down of the game via a penalty. And that was one of those, Coach, as a defensive back, you didn't need to hit him. You were right there running with him. Got a little bit anxious. And the Trojans now will have the ball at midfield. Treg in the gun. Has DeLone on the side of him. Hands it to DeLone. He's hit, and he is bottled up for a 3-yard loss. Number 90, Cyrus Gilbo was the first guy there. A couple of other fellas finished the play. Loss of 3.
Nice job by Cyrus. He came off that ball very quick and didn't allow that offensive lineman to get to him, and he just, went right by him. Nice play.
Tarpon defensive line getting great penetration early in the game. We hope that'll continue throughout. It'll be 2nd and 13 here for the Trojans. Traig in the gun, sends a man in motion, rolls to the right, throws it incomplete. That was intended for DeLon. It actually popped off of his shoulder pads and could have been dangerous, but it fell incomplete.
And that's what the Trojans like to do, is get that ball out in the flats that are either running back or a tight end again that would come out in the flats. And Tarpons are right there on the coverage. And Joseph Pierce needs to be very careful. It could have been a late hit, especially on right in front of the Trojans bench.
3rd and 13. Can the Tarpons get off the field? 6:50 to go in the opening quarter. Happy you're with us. Still scoreless. Got to figure a screen perhaps here. Traig. Straight drop. He's pressured. Runs to the right. And he's going to be dropped short of the first down. Well short of the first down. He gets across the original line of scrimmage, but he's about 8 yards shy.
I think part of our chain crew took a hit.
Got to see if the boss is okay. Trey Randazzo made the stop. Now does Aaron Meyer dare to go for it here inside Tarpon territory? The quarterback's still on the field.
Yeah, I'm sure Truck's okay. He's too quick.
4th and 8. It looks like the Trojans are going for it here. Big decision by Coach Meyer early in the game. Traig in the gun. Straight drop. He's pressured. And he's dropped. There's a flag on the play. If this is on the Trojans, which I think it'll be holding on Central, if it is, the Tarpons will decline that penalty and take over after a sack. Number 56 for South Lafourche got him. That was Zach Lewin. Let's see, holding on Central Lafourche. The Tarpons will decline that penalty and take over on downs. Big stand.
That last play, a lot of credit to Trey Randazzo. He came up and they didn't have a spy on the quarterback, but he come up quick when he saw that quarterback scrambling and made a nice play and stopped him short of that first down.
So Coach Broussard's defense doing a great job getting off the field.
See here, the Tarpons might try a big play.
Jalbert with the ball at his own 49-yard line. Straight drop, looking down the field. It's incomplete. It was over number 4's head and at the feet of number 13. Number 4 being Brody Petrie, number 13 being Jackson Otan. I don't know who that one was intended for, but it's incomplete nonetheless.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to Brody and just threw a little bit high.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, 6:34 to go in the opening quarter. Strong side of the field to the right. Tarpons remain in the gun. Jalbert, straight drop, pressured, and he's going to be dropped. He fumbled, and the Trojans, I think, have it. Central Lafourche has forced their second turnover of the game. This one they fall on at the 37-yard line. Jalbert was in the grasp, tried to get out of the grasp, and lost the football, and the Tarpon defense is going to have to make a play again.
Yeah, we can't continue turning that ball over and giving the Trojans the football, especially now on a very short field.
6:28 to go in the opening quarter. The Tarpon defense going to be heavily challenged here. Traig, straight drop, throws it down the field. It's popped up and intercepted by the Tarpons. Who got it? Number 23 for South Lafourche on the interception. That is Trey Randazzo. The ball's deflected in the air. Randazzo dove under it, and the Tarpons forced a turnover right out of the chute.
Yeah, it looked like the Trojans may have been going for a home run hit right there and wasn't open, and he checked down, and someone got up and put his paw on the ball, and Trey Randazzo made a nice play.
So the Tarpon defense holds firm again. 6:22 to go. 1st and 10 from the 18. Gisclair in there. He throws it to Jalbert. Jalbert now looking to throw. He's being pressured. He throws it back to Gisclair's wide open at the 30. 35, 40. 45, reverses his field. There's a flag on the play at the 43-yard line. I think that'll be an illegal block on the Tarpons, but most of the run will count. That was a backwards pass from Gisclair to Jalbert, back to Gisclair. How about Coach Young going in his bag of tricks?
Yeah, they had a few trick plays up their sleeves for this week, and Patrick made a nice play. He juked one defender out, but I think they're going to get Braxton Pete on a holding or a block in the back.
So most of this run will get negated, but the Tarpons will still get a first down. It looks like they're marking, and after a gain of about 15, the ball will be at the 33-yard line.
You know, I like the play call. Get it on film for your opponents later in the year.
It'll be 1st and 10, trips to the left. That is the weak side of the field. Jalbert back under center. Jalbert hands it on a sweep to number 4, Brody Petrie, across the 35, still driving across the 40. So big first down gain of about 7 for the Tarpons. And we're going to have a heat and humidity break with 5:56 to go in the opening quarter. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3.
ETEL Business. Your business, our priority. Business is fast, so you need to stay ahead with internet, phone, and Wi-Fi that's even faster. For a limited time, when you purchase 2 business services, you get 3 months free. That means your business is backed by ETEL's reliable network, powered by local experts. Save now on the speed you need to run your business and get 3 months free with 2 or more services. Call 798-7952 or visit etelbusiness.com. ETEL Business. Your business, our priority.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Chasson is here to serve the eye care needs of your entire family. Full-service eye medical and vision services are provided in a friendly atmosphere. For the latest in designer frames to advancements in astigmatism and bifocal contact lenses, call Advanced Eye Institute at 985-632-2884 for your appointment today, or visit their website at visionsource-drdarbychasson.com.
Short of the 2 turnovers, South Lafourche has dominated this first quarter. They have gained far more yards than Central Lafourche has. But on the scoreboard is the only place where it matters. It's 0-0, 5:56 to go. Tarpons will have possession at the 40-yard line, playing a 2nd and 3.
Okay, so if people have been listening to us last year, they know what I'm going to say. The heat and humidity timeout, why they couldn't do it the play before.
I agree.
Yeah.
Jalbert in the gun, play action, shoots it. Incomplete and nearly intercepted. It was over the head of Brody Petrie and was nearly intercepted by Kyrie Moore. And the Tarpons right now, Coach, are their own worst enemies. If they could just play a cleaner game, I think they would like the result, but that one was nearly turnover number 3.
Yeah, Jalbert, his passes are just a little bit high right now.
He's got to settle down. That's a sign maybe of a little nervous energy. Big play here, 3rd and 3. Tarpons got to get to the 43-yard line. 5 receiver set. Jalbert gets the snap, shoots it complete, and that's going to be a first down and more across the 50 to the 48-yard line. That's Jackson O-Town, the grab, a gain of about 12. Easy pitch and catch, and Jackson was wide open.
Yeah, simple little plays. Jackson did a good job, and Jackson knows exactly what to do. When he gets the football, he knows he's planting that foot. He's going right straight up the field.
So the Tarpons are across midfield again, 5:35 and counting, still scoreless. The Tarpons got inside the 10 at one point, but turned it over. Can they finish the drive here? Jalbert with trips to the right. Hands it to Petrie. He's hit near the line of scrimmage, driving forward across the 45. Look at him finish that run. It looked like he was going to get a yard, but by the time it was over, he got 4.
Yeah, there's not many people that can tackle Braxton on the first contact.
So he got hit at about the 47-yard line, and by the time he drugged the man for a yard and then fell forward, he got to the 44, and it'll be 2nd and 6. It's the same duo, Jalbert and Petrie. Jalbert, straight drop, throws it to Petrie, incomplete, a little hot off of his hands. And I got to tell you, for the Tarpons there, probably best that that one fell incomplete because he got hit right as he was making contact with the ball. He would have probably lost a yard.
Yeah, a little miscommunication. I'm not sure if Braxton slowed down in his route or should have kept running to the sideline.
3rd and 6. Tarpons got to get to about the 38 and a half or so to get the first down. 4 receivers set, 3 of the 4 on the right side of the field. The ball smack dab in the middle. Jalbert throws it to Petrie. Petrie working up the field. He got face masked, and that'll be a first down. That'll be a Golden Motors first down. He was stopped short at about the 42, but a dead red face mask, and the flag came a-flying. Now will it be 5 or 15? Either way, it'll be a first down for the Tarpons.
I'm not sure if there's a 5-yard in high
foul.
school.
So the Tarpons will get 15 penalty yards there, and it's another Golden Motors first down.
Yeah, I think all face masks are personal fouls, but I could be wrong.
It would be the first time this month, but it's only the second of the month.
Well, first time you hear me.
So 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line. Tarpons are marching, trying to punch it in this time. Jalbert with the man in motion. Hands it to Petrie, and he stopped at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a half a yard. Good job by the Central Lafourche front there. I see number 95, Cantress Smith, among others. Pretty much no
Coach
gain on that
Redros
one.
is going to bring people a lot of heat, and they're plugging up those holes in the offensive line. But offensive line is doing a pretty good job because mix it up, and Coach Young's doing a great job mixing up the pass and the run, helps that offensive line out, and it allows them, I think, to better pass protect.
So it'll be 2nd and 10, 4:07 and counting. Tarpons are on the line with 9 on the play clock. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Nice gain this time across the 25, driving across the 20. So he'll get about 8 yards, and it'll be 3rd and short. Very nice second down gain there by the Tarpons.
Yeah, Tarpons are going short yardage formation right here.
So this is the formation that had the turnover a minute ago, but that was because of a bad snap. So we'll see. It's a hammer look. They'll be snapping it directly to Petrie. It's a high snap. He's hit. He's driving, and he didn't get it. The bad snap caused a timing issue there. Petrie was hit at the 20, fell forward to about the 19.5.
I think Coach Young's going to call a timeout.
Coach Young will call a timeout to talk this over. You're just on the outskirts of Torres's field goal range. It's 4th and about a long yard. 3:14 to go in the opening quarter. So I'm going to ask you, Coach Kale, what would you do here if you were in the Tarpon shoes?
Well, I think it's the third time we see that formation, the hammer formation, and it's the third time that the snap is high. If you go back to that scrimmage, the snap was high and twice tonight. So I'm not sure if they have under center or not, but it doesn't look like the hammer personnel is in. But, look, I'd give it to Braxton Petrie.
That's always a pretty good idea. It'll be 4th and a long yard. We want to thank our sponsors. We'll go on the sheet a little bit here and thank Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. Thibodaux Regional Medical Center, a leader in bringing the latest and best technology to our region. And on that same note, we want to thank all of our medical professionals, whether you're a doctor, nurse, support staff, whatever you may do in the medical field. Thank you so much for your selfless service over the last 7-8 months of this pandemic. Your efforts are truly appreciated.
Well, things never change. We got comedians out there. My phone's blowing up. They're enjoying the broadcast with at least one good commentator. I know who she's talking about, though. I'm not going to tell you.
Very good. 4th and 1. Jalbert at the line of scrimmage, under center. Hard count. The Trojans don't flinch. Now, Tarpons are going to call another timeout. This will be their second charge timeout. Very interesting decision by Coach Young there. Now, curious to see what they do. Ball still at the 19-yard line. It'll be 4th and 1, 3:14 to go.
Yeah, I believe you can tell the Trojan defense, I'm giving the ball to Braxton Petrie right here, and I still think Braxton can.
If you block it well enough, he's going to get to the line of scrimmage and fall forward, and that's all you're going to need.
Yeah, look, no telling Coach Young, he might come with some type of pass right here.
How about this? South Terrebonne 14, Terrebonne 0 at the end of the first quarter. Thanks to Stan for that scoreboard update, which is brought to you by Brent Abity, your candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney.
Tarpon still in the gun.
4th and a long yard. The Tarpons in the gun. Jalbert and Petrie, strong side of the field to the left. Jalbert keeps it, throws it. That's a first down. Jackson Otan driving near the 10. He'll be stacked up at about the 10. And great call, partner. You said he may dial up a pass. They hit Jackson Otan in the middle of the field. That's an easy pitch and catch for a first down.
Yeah, and a good route by Jackson and nice throw by Jalbert.
So it will be 1st and goal on the nose as the ball is touching the 10-yard line. Tarpons are exactly 10 yards away from pay dirt here.
And those 2 timeouts back-to-back, well worth it.
Jalbert with the ball in the middle of the field, in the gun. Hands it to Petrie. That's a walk-in touchdown for the Tarpons. A huge surge by the offensive line, and Braxton could have jogged in, moonwalked in. He had a huge hole that you could drive a truck through. The Tarpons are on the board first.
And look, you're going to go up against this defense. If those backers are coming hard across that line of scrimmage, you break the line of scrimmage with a little push from offensive line, we can have some big plays from the run game.
Torres will be on to attempt the extra point. Keep an eye on the snap here. They missed the snap on their extra point try last week. Jalbert is the holder. 2:38 to go in the opening quarter. The Tarpons strike first. The snap is down. The kick is up. The kick is right down Broadway, but there is a flag on the play on the far side of the field.
There's got to be some type of illegal formation. We probably didn't have enough men on the line of scrimmage.
So the Tarpons have run off the field. They've got to be made aware that there is a flag on the play. And it is an illegal formation. Good call, partner. The Tarpons are going to have to make it again from 5 yards farther back. Torres, as we saw, has plenty of leg. He kicked that one well into the track. But now you've got to execute the snap and the hold one more time.
Yeah, like you said, he has a leg. It really shouldn't be a problem. Just hopefully he can get it straight.
So a 10-yard touchdown run by Braxton Petrie, and the Tarpons now will be trying an extra point from 5 yards farther back, which would equate to about a 25-yard field goal. Waiting on the snap. The snap is down. The kick is up again. The kick is good again. So the Tarpons lead 7-0. We'll be back in a minute. Late first quarter here on ESPN 100.3.
Physio Pit. Advanced, certified, skilled clinicians providing dry needling, vestibular rehabilitation programs, pelvic floor rehab, and function-driven regenerative modalities as Aston and Graston. Results-driven, supported by our outcomes measures in a national database. 100% individualized care. Each program is unique. A whole person approach, including healthier lifestyles, treatment of the injured worker, and performing FCEs. Weight loss programs at 4 locations. In-network provider with most insurers.
Yeah, for over 65 years, Golden Motors has been your local Chevy Buick new car dealer. I'm sure you've seen us around supporting our local schools, charities, and organizations. That's just our way of saying thanks for being there for us at Golden Motors. Looking for a new Chevy or Buick? Or looking for that light new pre-owned any make or model? Give us a call at 325-1000 or visit us on the web at goldenmotors.com. 325-1000. Golden Motors, Chevy, find new roads.
That was a very long scoring drive. The Tarpons started their inside of their own 20. They drive down the field and cap it with a touchdown run. 7-0 with 2:38 to go in the opening quarter. Torres ready to bomb it away. It is a high kick that'll push the Trojans to the 5-yard line. Working the right side of the field. Now the middle is number 2, Richard, and he's dropped inside the 20. An excellent job by the Tarpon kick coverage team. Wes Alaman on the stop, among others.
Seems like Wes Alaman's the first one downfield every time on those kickoffs.
Coach Young told me that the Tarpons wanted to not use Wes on special teams, and he said, Coach, I'm playing kickoff team. We saw why there. First man down the field making the stop.
Well, Casey, real quick, it's a shame that with this virus going on that the cruise ships shut down because Dana Grohl can get her a job as a comedian on one of them ships.
First and 10. Trojans at the 17-yard line. Treg in the gun. He's going to keep it, and he's going to get dropped. He's going to get flattened. Loses 2 yards on the play. Nothing there.
Trying to get a number. The Tarpon defender ran right past number 51, the offensive lineman for the Trojans.
Look like Elias Coronado, 71. 2nd and 12. The Trojans have not had a fun experience blocking the Tarpons' front 7 so far tonight. Even gifted a short field with a turnover earlier. They went backwards and then turned it over on their own. Treg in the gun, trips to the left. That's the strong side of the field. And we have a flag on the play, but the play clock's on 0. That's a delay of game, and that's a mental mistake by Central Lafourche.
Well, look, you had scrimmages last week, and if you had a scrimmage and you didn't have that 40-second play clock running. This is like a jamboree for some of these teams with a 40-second play clock. So that can be a factor tonight if you haven't worked on it.
So the Trojans are going backwards. They're now at the 11-yard line. It's 2nd and 17. Tarpon defensive backs got to be ready here, expecting maybe some type of shot down the field. Trigg, there it is, shot down the field, and it's well behind the receiver, incomplete. It was intended for number 1, Michael Haley, but they never had a chance on that one.
I got kind of miscommunication. It looked like they were going for a back shoulder throw right on their sideline. The receiver just never stopped.
So big play, 3rd and very long. Trojans are deep inside their own territory. If the Tarpons could force a punt here, they would get, or at least they would be expected to get great field position.
It's a perfect opportunity for a pick 6.
We'll see. They had one last week. Trigg with trips to the left. Straight drop. He's crushed. Down he goes inside the 3-yard line. There's our guy, Wes Alamo, finishing the play. It's going to be 4th and a mile for the Trojans. Now they'll be punting from their end zone.
Also, Gabriel Blacklad just grabbed that quarterback and threw him to the turf.
So give credit to Coach Broussard and his defense. They are mean and they are showing their teeth early. Sidney Bruce and Joseph Pierce will be back deep. Both will be standing inside of Trojan territory. The Trojan punter has his heels right on the back of the end zone, so any problem with this snap, the Tarpons may get something out of it. The snap is there. The kick is high in the air. Pierce will watch it bounce. Then we'll field it at the 43. We'll make a man miss, and we'll go down at the 40-yard line. So golden field position for South Lafourche. They'll play 1st and 10 from the Trojan 40-yard line.
Joseph breaks that tackle. There was no one else. That would have been 6.
So how about this start? Coach Young in his first game, his Tarpons turn over the ball in their first 2 drives, then go all the way down the field and score a touchdown, and now have great field position for their 4th drive late in the first quarter. 48 seconds left in the quarter to be exact. 4 receiver set, Jalbert and Petrie. Jalbert, straight drop, shoots it to the sideline, it's caught. It's going to be a gain of about 5. That's Dylan Prejean on the grab. So good first down play. Got about 4 to the 36.
Just taking what the defense is giving you.
The Tarpons will have to snap it one more time as the play clock and the game clock are off sync by about 2 seconds. 2nd and 6. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Nice gain near the sticks. He's going to be short by about 2. So about another 4-yard gain, and that'll be the end of the first quarter with our score. South Lafourche 7, Central Lafourche 0. When we get back in 60, the Tarpons are knocking on the door again. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3.
This is Brent Abity, and I need your vote for District Attorney. The Morvant gang, King Cam and Queen Christine, took over the District Attorney's office in 2003. For the past 17 years, they have bullied and persecuted all but the elites, their friends, and the privileged wealthy. I promise to push for term limits to stop the endless injustice and abuses of power. I promise to serve only 1 term. My only job will be to give everyone fair and equal justice. It is time for a change. Paid for by Brentford DA.
New Friend Building Materials has been around since 1955 and is growing every year. We continue to be a proud family company in our 2nd generation ownership and working on the 3rd. We do our best to cover all your building needs while providing top-notch customer service and priding ourselves on not letting you leave without a smile. From small birdhouses to hotels and apartment complexes, there's no job too big or too small for us to handle. Our 4 convenient locations to serve you include Cutoff, Thibodaux, Bellchase, and Slidell. So come stop by and see how we can help you, and have a blessed day.
How about this scoreboard update brought to you by Brent Abity, your candidate for Lafourche District Attorney. At the end of the first quarter, E.D. White 7, Assumption 0. So you're hearing all this talk in the non-district about how Assumption were going to be the big bad dogs in the local 4A district. They're trailing a very good E.D. White team after a quarter. Here we start the second quarter with South Lafourche ahead 7-0, playing a 3rd and 2 from the Trojan 32-yard line. Jalbert in the gun. It's a closed formation. Straight drop. Shoots it complete. That is number 4 on the ground. Breaking tackles, making him miss. 20, 15, 10. He's hit at the 7. That's a Golden Motors first down. Brody Petrie got hit as he was catching it, made a man miss, and worked his way down the sideline, and it's another Golden Motors first down.
Yeah, it's a good job by the receivers, knowing exactly what to do with the football when you catch it, turn and go straight up the field.
The cannon just malfunctioned. The Tarpons didn't score a touchdown there, but it will be first and goal at the 7-yard line. Tarpons start in a 5-receiver set, but now they close it up and bring Petrie in the backfield, and Jalbert will roll, and he's got a touchdown! Number 96, Landon Wisher. The Tarpons just completed Gilbo, number 90, just caught that one. It looked like a busted play. No one was really moving except Jalbert and Gilbo, and they caught the Trojans asleep there for a touchdown.
Yeah, that was a design play all the way, a little throwback play. A great call by Coach Young and his staff on that when they caught the Trojans off guard.
So the Tarpons are showing they can run and throw. At 11:45 to go in the half, they lead 13-0 pending the extra point try. This crowd's having fun. The Tarpons haven't played offense like this in quite some time. Jalbert on the hold, Torres on the kick. The snap is there. The kick is there. The kick is right down the middle. We'll keep it here because we just had an end of the quarter break. But, Coach, what are you seeing right now? So far, the Tarpons are dominating this game.
Yeah, I'm seeing a fired-up team on the sideline right here. And, look, the Tarpons, the yardage just has to be so lopsided right now. They're executing their offense. Without them 2 turnovers for the Tarpons, we can have a few more points on the board.
So early second quarter, it's 14-0 South Lafourche pending the kickoff here. See if we could get some other scores for you from around the area. South Terrebonne 14, Terrebonne 0 at the end of 1. And again, all scoreboard updates brought to you by Brent Abity, candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney. Our band rocking. There were whispers that we maybe wouldn't be able to have a band this coming season, but those kids are having fun.
Yeah, they work hard just like everyone else, so they deserve to be out here.
Torres will now be kicking from right to left or from up the bayou to down the bayou as the Tarpons switched sides just a minute ago at the end of the quarter. Tarpon kick coverage has been exceptional so far tonight. Let's see if those boys could do it again. Trojans look stunned. Can the Tarpons keep rolling here? Still a lot of game left. Bombs away. Torres hits a line drive kick that'll take the returner to the 5-yard line. Working the left side of the field. He's got a seam, and he's tripped up, thankfully, at the 27-yard line. That was number 15 on the return. Anthony Samuels, if he doesn't get tripped up there, he could still be running perhaps.
Looked like Aaron Vestal on the play for the Tarpons made a nice play. If not, he would have gained a few more yards on that one.
What a selfless young man. That's a young man who was a fullback and then an offensive lineman and is now out there flying around on special teams. Vestal doing a good job making the tackle there.
Yep. No I in team. That's a team player. That's what you want.
1st and 10. Ball on the left hash for the Trojans. Strong side of the field to the right. Treg, straight drop, and the receiver ain't even looking. That is a busted play. He was trying to hit number 3 on that one, DeLon, but DeLon had no idea that ball was coming his way.
Yeah, I think DeLon was wrong on that one because his 2 receivers were going down and block for him. It's just miscommunication.
So we've got a score, thanks to Coach Guitros, Chandler Guitros for this one. At the end of the first quarter, Thibodaux 6, McDonough 35-0. Thanks, Chandler. 2nd and 10. Treg hands it off in the middle. Nothing there. The Tarpons swallow that one whole. Loss of about a yard. Number 96 on the stop, Landon Wisher.
Yeah, it was a great job by Wisher. He's fired up coming off that sideline.
So Tarpons get some of the big hog mollies off the field to smaller, shiftier group with the expected pass down here, 3rd and 11. Got to think this is a big play for the Trojans. Their defense is starting to get gassed out there. Their offense just has not been able to stay on the field. 11 minutes to go in the second quarter. Treg in the gun, trips to the right. And we have a flag on the play, and it's false start on Central Lafourche.
Yeah, their receiver, number 1, was a little too anxious getting off that ball.
Just a nightmarish start for Coach Aaron Meyer and his group. They've received 2 turnovers, didn't do anything with either. They turned it over once themselves, and they have now shot themselves in the foot with a couple of pre-snap penalties. And it'll be 3rd and 16, and there are just not very many plays in the playbook for this situation.
Casey, I know we have a few listeners out there. We got people from Atlanta, Texas watching, Houston, Texas. Vincent Guidry's out there in Houston, Texas, waiting to go overseas, I believe. And he'd be very proud of his son, Bryce Guidry, with the job he's doing.
Amen to that. And I love Atlanta, Texas, by the way. Hello, Michael and family. 3rd and 16. Trigg. Straight drop. Throws it to the sidelines. It's caught. The Tarpons are going to rally and quickly make a tackle. The ball's out. Who's got it? The Tarpons say they've got it. The officials are waiting on the signal. But every Tarpon out there says they've got it, and they do. That was completed to Anthony Samuels, but the Tarpons pulled it out, and South Lafourche will have golden field position at the 18-yard line. That defense is flying to the football. That was a short completion, and then it felt like all 11 hats were on top of them swarming.
Yeah, what a job the Tarpon defense is doing. You know, last year under Coach Tommy Boudreau, that defense was playing some great football. And getting a new defensive coordinator, people were like, how the defense is going to be? Well, we're not skipping a beat.
10:45 to go in the half. The Tarpons lead by 2 touchdowns, looking to add on. Their best field position of the night at the 17-yard line of the Trojans. Strong side of the field to the left. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Nice hole. Inside the 5, he walks in. That is a walk-in 17-yard touchdown. South Lafourche blew him off the ball. Braxton had to make one cut to the outside, and he did it. My goodness gracious, this offense is rolling.
Braxton showed some speed on that play, and great job on the offensive line opening up that hole. And once again, if you can get a little push and get behind that through a line of scrimmage with the way they like to blitz, you can get some nice gains.
We're awaiting the extra point. The Tarpons so far in this ball game are making an early statement. They lead 20-0. Torres is on for the try. The snap is down. The kick is up. It's right down the middle. We'll be back in a minute. The Tarpons are rolling. It's 21-0 on ESPN 100.3.
This is Mike to tell you, if you love having the weekends to do special things, at Neal's Small Engine, you will find everything you need to keep your lawn nice and neat. We have Gravely and Skag Zero-Turn lawnmowers, and Echo, Shindawa, and Steel trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws. Our showroom is the biggest in the South. So if you want the best products along with the best service, there's only one place to go. That's Neal's Small Engine Incorporated. 3 locations to serve you in Houma, LaRose, and Thibodaux. It's the best on the bayou.
When you need health-related answers quickly, you want the fastest, safest results possible. That's why Terrebonne General Medical Center is the only facility in the state to offer the new GE Revolution Frontier Gen 2 CT scanner. This breakthrough technology presents medical professionals with the clearest images on the market while keeping patients safe and comfortable. To learn more about how TGMC is on the leading edge of healthcare, please visit tgmc.com.
There's a beautiful blood full moon out tonight. You see it peeking through the clouds in its orange color. The Tarpons have been in the red zone throughout. They lead 21-0 early in the second quarter.
That was nice, Casey.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Torres will be kicking it away. The Trojans need a spark, and they need one in a hurry. Samuels is back deep. Torres with a running start. Bombs away. This is a short kick. That'll be fielded at the 20. And the Trojans are still working to the 35-yard line. So the Tarpons have been doing the deep kicks, but that time they opt for a shorter kick, maybe hoping to trick the Trojans a little bit, but they field it clean and get up the field to the 35-yard line.
You know, Coach Young's doing a good job keeping the Trojan defense off balance. Special teams, we're keeping them off balance. They don't know if we're kicking it deep or coming a little pooch kick.
And the energy on the sidelines, of course, it's easy to be excited when you're winning 21-0, but those boys are firing right now. See if they can keep it rolling. Treg in the gun. Straight drop. Shoots a slant that is caught, and he is licked, but he's got a first down. That's number 14, Drake Terrio. A big pop given to him by Francois Terrebonne. He's got 11 and a first down.
Yeah, Francois came in and did a nice hit. Ethan Hebert almost had his hand on that ball.
So one of the more successful offensive plays of the game for the Trojans, an 11-yard slant. Let's see if that'll ease Treg into the game some. Ball at the 46-yard line. Treg with DeLone in the backfield, trips to the right. Treg shoots it deep down the field. It's incomplete as intended for Michael Haley. Great coverage by number 5, Ethan Hebert. Was on him like a blanket. Tell you one thing about Treg. He's looking at one guy, and that's where it's going. So if the Tarpons defensive backs can read those eyes, they can maybe jump in front of the football.
Tarpon defensive line has to love this right here, second and long.
See if they could go get him. 2nd and 10. Treg throws it to the sidelines. It's complete, but not getting a whole lot is number 14. That is Drake Terrio made the grab, but only gained about a yard. Number 23 and number 6 for the Tarpons. That's Trey Randazzo and Wes Alamo made the stop. Gain of about 2.
It may look like the Trojans have numbers out in that screen game, but Tarpon's defensive secondary is doing such a great job of reading and coming up hard and making plays.
3rd and 8. The Trojans really got to get something going here. Trojans running a guy off the field late. I don't know how they didn't break the huddle with 12, and they did. So another mental mistake for Central Lafourche. On 3rd and 8, it'll now be 3rd and 13 after breaking the huddle with 12 men.
Credit Coach Broussard on the assist on that one. He was in the official's ear on that one, making sure he saw that guy running off the field.
Goodness.
Yeah, they do have an official standing right in front of the Trojan bench where that player was running towards.
So it's 3rd and long. Ball at the Trojan 43-yard line. 9:14 and counting in the second quarter. The Tarpons lead 21-0. Treg in the gun, trips to the right. Treg gets the snap, throws it down the field. No chance. It was intended for Michael Haley. It was just a one-on-one out there with Ethan Hebert, but Ethan covered him again like a blanket, and it fell incomplete. And the Trojans are going to have to punt.
Yeah, defensive backs in great position.
Watch for a trick kick here as the Trojans at this point just looking for a spark. It'll be 4th and 13. Tarpons have the usual culprits, Joseph Pierce and Sidney Bruce back deep. I hear them from here shouting, watch the fake. The snap is down. The kick is high in the air. That's a good punt. Pierce will call for a fair catch and make it at the 26-yard line. So good job by Joseph, and the Tarpons will take over. Defense holds firm. There's a flag all the way on the far side of the field. It's a legal formation. See if the Tarpons want to add 5 yards onto the fair catch or make him kick it again.
They may take it.
It looks like they're going to take the 5 yards. Nope, making them re-kick. So Coach Young and the guys saying, hey, we're going to make them re-kick it. That was a pretty good punt, so maybe we'll do the math. They were going to take over the 26, so we'll see what happens now. It's 4th and awfully long. 4th and 18 or so. Trojan punter, by the way, I've been trying to get his number, but I haven't had a good clean look at it. It's number 21, Tristan Althema.
Tarpon coaching staff still screaming, watch the fake.
We'll see. And we have a timeout by Coach Meyer. So They had 12 on the play clock. If he's calling a timeout on 4th and 18 with 12 on the play clock, I agree. I'm not so sure that they're just innocently punting this ball down the field unless if they had the wrong personnel in the game.
Yeah, I think it could be. Maybe didn't have enough people on the field. That could be. That's a long fake.
So that is the first Trojan timeout. Remember, the Tarpons called 2 in a row to ponder over a 4th and 1 earlier in the game. I want to thank our sponsors, as always, for allowing us to be here. Brent Abity, your candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney. Vote Brent for DA. Early voting October 16 through 27. Election day November 3rd. Vision Communications, your local provider for TV, internet, home security, and automation. Learn more at viscom.net. Lady of the Sea General Hospital, compassionate medicine close to home. Neil Small Engine, State Bank and Trust Company banking you could count on. Teams will return to play. And the Trojans do still have the punt team on the field. As Coach said, it is 4th and a mile. 4th and 18. Altamont gets the snap, and he kicks it. This one is not as good a kick as the last one, but it's going to get a good roll. So it's going to end up being about the same thing. Before the penalty, the Tarpons would have had it at the 26. Now they'll have it at the 28. So good job making them kick it again. You gain 2 yards. And the Tarpon offense will take over with 8:35 to go in the first half.
Let's see if the Tarpons can get a good drive right here.
You got to remember, Tarpons are getting the ball to start the second half. So just about everything going their way right now. They could finish this half strong. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. A nice first down gain. He's tripped up at the 35-yard line. And that's one of those where if number 55 for Central Lafourche, which is Stephen Malbrew, if he doesn't make that tackle, Braxton is running to you, Coach. So you're down in near the Tarpon end zone. But a gain of 7. Nice first down gain.
Well, I'm about 40 yards away. If I start running now, I might beat him to the goal line. In a photo finish.
How often did we talk about winning first down last season? The Tarpons are doing it tonight. They hand it to Braxton. That's a Golden Motors first down and more. Driving across midfield, he stopped at the 49. That's a gain of, oh, you do the math, about 15 or so for Braxton on that one. It's a Golden Motors first down. Ball right at the 50. What did Coach Young say? The first thing he said, impose your will, be physical. The Tarpons are punching them in the mouth on both lines of scrimmage right now. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Shorter gain this time, but he's still got about 5.
Yeah, but Braxton just looks so much faster right now.
5-yard gain on the play.
Ball at the 45-yard line. It'll be 2nd and 5, 7:20 and counting. They've shown they could throw it. They've shown they could run it. Now they're slowing down their tempo a little bit, controlling the clock with the big lead. Strong side of the field to the left. The Tarpons have 1 receiver flanked wide. They have 3 to the weak side of the field on the right. Jalbert rolling out to the right. He's going to be hit and dropped. That'll be a sack. Number 37 for Central Lafourche there, Damari Nelson. Let me tell you something. That was a good job there by Jalbert, but it was supposed to be a quick pass to the sideline, but the Trojan defender was right there. So instead of risking the interception, he just swallowed the football and took the 2-yard loss, knowing, hey, I've got a 21-point lead.
Quick score for you here. Thibodaux 13-0, 2 minutes left before half.
Thanks to Coach Guitros for that one. 3rd and 7 here for the Tarpons. Got to get near the 40-yard line. Matty Ice, straight drop, has time. Shoots it deep down the field. There's only a Trojan there. It's intercepted. At the 15-yard line, that's number 17, Moore. There's a flag on the play. Moore's dropped at the 23. Miscommunication there. Jalbert thought that his receiver was running a fly. He actually ran a hook, and the only guy there was Kyrie Moore. The flag is likely going to be an illegal block on the Trojans after the interception.
That's exactly what it was, a miscommunication. Sidney Bruce stopped his route, and Jalbert thought he was going straight down the field.
So the Trojans will have it at the 24 pending the penalty, which is an illegal block in the back. So they'll be back pinned in their end zone inside the 20-yard line. So good news and bad news. Bad news, you turn it over. Good news, the return is negated by a penalty, and the Trojans will not have good field position.
Okay, and there's 6:08 left in the second quarter. They could take the Heat timeout now, but they're going to run one play, then we'll take the timeout after.
I've missed so much hearing that complaining.
Yeah. Well, look, I understand that's the rule, but
a little leeway in the rule.
They should revisit, yes. The flow of the game.
So as Coach said, it's going to be one play and then a timeout for a heat break. Treg in the gun. Hands it on a jet sweep to number 21. He's hit near the line of scrimmage and dropped. That was Othamall giving the carry. The Tarpons drop him behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's Hunter Conley on the play.
So let's take a 1-minute break for heat and humidity. 6 minutes to go in the opening half. Tarpons lead 21-0 on ESPN 100.3.
Set yourself up for success when planning your next event, whether it's wedding, festival, Mardi Gras, rodeo, or concert. Joe Septic Contractors knows that it's important to cover your bases. Joe Septic Contractors can supply multi-stall restroom, air-conditioned trailers, anytime, anywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Planning a luxury event? Check out their new black tie luxury restroom and shower trailers. Visit Joe Septic at viscom.net with locations in Cutoff, Thibodaux, Fouchon, and Abbeville.
Hello, this is State Senator Gary Smith from District 19. I want to let you know that I am very concerned about the impact COVID-19 is having on each and every one of us. To stay cautious and practice social distancing, wash hands often, remember to not touch your face, and watch out for your older family members and neighbors. I have been working very hard along with our other elected officials and the governor, and we are taking this very seriously. Please listen for daily news. As everyone does their part, we will prevail. Thank you.
After the hydration break, it'll be 2nd and 13 for the Trojans. Welcome back here to ESPN 100.3. 21-0 South Lafourche midway through the second quarter. Central Lafourche and Coach Meyer trying to find lightning in a bottle before half. Their offense has gone backwards. Treg in the gun. Trips to the right. Othamall in motion. Now it's two receivers on each side. Treg throws it as far down the field as he can, and he overshoots everyone by about 10 yards. And beautiful coverage by Joseph Pierce is intended for Othamall, but Joseph Pierce was running stride for stride with him down the field.
Yeah, the Tarpons are taking with it Trojans short game and passing. They're trying to go along and just overthrew everyone.
So 3rd and long, 3rd and 13, and if the Tarpons could force a punt again, they'd be punting from their own end zone. 5:53 to go. Ball just left of center on the hash marks. So the strong side of the field is slightly to the right. Othamall in the gun. And we have a timeout by Central Lafourche. That's their second timeout of the half.
The 40-second play clock was winding down.
It has not been the most organized. It has not been a very well played half. And you know Coach Meyer's got to be very frustrated with what he's seen, especially given, Coach, that this is a continuation of what they did in the scrimmage. Assumption limited them to just 1 first down in the live quarter that they played last week against the Mustangs. So now we're approaching 2.5 quarters where their offense has virtually done nothing.
Yeah. And look, that's going up against Assumption, which has a pretty good defense. And early on, I think our defense is right up there at the top with them.
So we're curious to see what happens the rest of the way. As we've said many times, still a lot of game left. But the Trojans have got to make it happen before half. It'll be 3rd and 13, ball at their own 10-yard line. And the Trojans have actually been the benefactors of 3 Tarpon turnovers, though they've turned it over twice themselves. Treg with trips to the left, or excuse me, to the right. Straight drop, he's pressured. He gets away, running for his life. He's going to be dropped. He gets across the line of scrimmage, but nowhere near the first down. The Tarpons nearly had him in the end zone, though, but he got away.
Gabriel Blackledge came within a fingernail of sacking the quarterback right at the goal line.
So to be 4th down and long, 4th and 9 at the 14, the Trojans will punt it away again with 5:28 to go and counting. Beautiful night for football. It's starting to actually get a little bit nippy. Othamaw standing right at the base of the end zone. The snap is good. The Tarpons are coming on a block. Othamaw pump fakes and then kicks it away. It'll bounce at the 40 and roll, and the Trojans will kill it at the 41. Othamaw saved the day there, because if he had not pump faked, our man Abear would have blocked that one and either scored a touchdown or forced a safety.
Yeah, great job of Othamaw right there. Just out faking Abear. Abear was coming in to block that punt, and yeah, if he'd have punted, it would have been blocked, no doubt.
So the Tarpons have 60 yards to go and 4:56 to get there, and they have one timeout to work with. Reminder, the clock stops every time you get a first down for them to set the chains. Trips to the right. Jalbert by himself out there in the gun. Straight drop. Shoots a quick pass that is dropped in and out of the hands of Brody Peak. Good pass, but looked like Brody was trying to turn up the field a little bit too soon.
Yeah, a little simple pitch and catch. I mean, Brody's going up 4 or 5 yards, just stop, turn around.
That would have been a gain at bare minimum about 4 or 5 yards had he hauled onto it.
I think that's what I just said. I got to get one shot at you.
Strong side of the field to the right. Sidney Bruce in motion. Now trips to the left. Jalbert hands it to Petrie on the right side. He's got a lot of room. 45. Hit near the 50. Still driving. Still driving. Look at him finish that run. He was hit at his own 48-yard line. By the time his legs stopped moving, he was at the Trojans' 45. That's a great run.
Yeah, Braxton's vision is just unbelievable, and he plants that foot and turns right up the field. You talk about a great running back.
You get a great play design also there by Coach Young, forcing all the receivers to the left and then running it to the right where no one is there. Great design. 1st and 10. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. This time he's hit at the line of scrimmage and goes down. Much better job by the Trojan defense that time. Big number 99 on the stop. That's Nikesi Hunter. 4:15 and counting in the half. Tarpons lead 21-0, trying to add on.
Your 1 yard gain on the play is 2nd and 9.
How about these measurables for Nikesi Hunter? 5'7", 340. It's a big boy in the middle. 2nd and 9. Jalbert, straight drop. We have a flag on the play. And
defense.
Offsides on Central Lafourche is the early indication. And that would be another pre-snap penalty on the Trojans. That'd be at least a half dozen here in the half. It is offsides. Those just kill you. That turns a 1 yard Braxton Petrie run into a 6 yard Braxton Petrie run.
Yeah, we got to send a shout out and congratulations to our girls volleyball team. First victory of the season yesterday against Ellender.
I'll tell you this, those young ladies have had a slow start to the year, but they play so hard. Win, lose, or draw, up or down in the match, their body language is so good. Kudos to Coach Dufresne and Lady Tarpons for a job well done. Jalbert throws it complete to Otan, driving across the 20. Big gain, still pushing near the 15. That's another Golden Motors first down. That's a gain of about 30.
Look, Jackson Otan wide open in the middle of the field. And again, he puts his foot down and goes straight up the field for extra yardage.
Tarpons are finishing plays. You've got all day to work with here. 3:35 and counting. The ball's at the 15-yard line.
I see Dylan Prager right here. He's caught one pass, I believe, so far.
Petrie and Jalbert, strong side of the field to the left. It's now trips to the left. And we have Coach Young calling his final timeout of the half. So he saw something he either did not like with his team or that he really liked with the Trojans' defense, and he'll call his final timeout.
You know, after this first half and after the first half especially, I like to see their run-pass ratio. I bet it's pretty close to even.
It is. Yeah, I would agree with that. And I think the yardage gained is close to even as well. They're doing it both ways. And, look, if you could extend the defense with your pass game, you can't clog the box on the running game. And I could see where Tarpon opponents watching this one on film would realize, hey, man, that's a pretty tough offense to guard.
Yeah, I mean, you try, if you take away the short passing game, they can hit you with the deep ball.
Yeah.
And, if you're concerned about the pass, I mean, they come and they can run the ball right at you.
The only defense so far has been themselves. 3 first-half turnovers. You take those away, it could be a really crooked number on the board so far. But as it stands, it's 21-0. Ball in the 15. Jalbert and Petrie will be in the gun. Tarpons have 2 receivers stacked, one behind the other. Now a third one joining on the left side of the field. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Hit near the line of scrimmage, breaks that tackle, still driving. Are you kidding me? He gained about 8 yards there. He was hit at the line of scrimmage. He got down to about the 7.
It was at least 3 or 4 Trojan defenders that had a hand on him trying to bring him down.
That young man got an offer earlier this season from Louisiana College, and I don't know where he's going to play his future football, but my goodness, he's shining bright so far in this first half.
I think it's going to be a bigger school than Louisiana College. No offense to them, but
2nd and 2. Ball at the 7-yard line. 2:40 and counting in the opening half. Jalbert hands it on the sweep, and that is snuffed out. Big loss. Number 98, Dimitri Young, snuffed that one out. They gave it to Brody Petrie. He's back on the other side of the 10-yard line to the 12. So great play there by the Trojan defense. And now be 3rd and 7 for the Tarps. The next snap will likely come inside of 2 minutes as it's 2:10 and counting. And the Trojans have just given the loss of yardage back. They jumped off sides. A hard count by Jalbert. And every little mental mistake that you could possibly make in a half, the Trojans have made it, including there, giving back the loss of yardage. It will now be 3rd and short.
Big difference.
Back to 3rd and 2.
Jalbert in the gun. Straight drop, throws a slant. That's batted away. It was in the hands of Dylan Prejean, but deflected away by number 2, Connor Richard.
The ball was a touch in back of Dylan. He made a good job adjusting to the ball, got his hands on it. But if that ball would have been leading him just a little bit, that would have been a touchdown for the Tarpons.
And the Tarpons are going to test Torres here. 4th and 2, ball at the 7-yard line. You're well inside of his range. They're going to try to steal 3 more points before the half. He made an extra point from about here earlier after the penalty. Jalbert on this hold. Snap is down. Kick is up. It's a beauty. So the Tarpons nail a 24-yard field goal with 1:45 to go in the half. It's 24-0 Tarpons. We'll be back in 60 seconds on ESPN 100.3.
Easy, convenient, affordable. Lady of the Sea Family Medical Clinic in Cutoff, located directly in front of the hospital off of Highway 1 in Galliano, sees patients from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekends. Same-day appointments are available on weekdays with no appointment necessary beginning at 5 p.m. and anytime on weekends. The added convenience of a pharmacy at the same location makes it the best choice for patients in South Lafourche. We treat you like family at Lady of the Sea.
Your life is mobile, so is your bank. As a State Bank and Trust Company account holder, you can check your balances, view transactions, transfer funds, and pay bills anywhere or anytime with State Bank and Trust Company's online banking or mobility app. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun banking, served just the way you like it. Member FDIC.
In the high school game, it is such a luxury to have a weapon as a kicker like Jesse Torres. He nails the 24-yard field goal. The Tarpons lead 24-0 at the end of the first half. 1:45 to go. The aforementioned Jesse Torres will be set to kick it away. It's a pooch kick. That'll be fielded at the 27-yard line, and he is hit at the 30 and dropped immediately. So good job there by the Tarpons placing that ball, and the Tarpon defense will have one last stab at it. Trojans have one timeout, 1:40 to work with, down 24-0. They've got 70 yards to go. Treg in the gun, strong side of the field to the right. Hands it off, nothing. Absolutely nothing. And boy, somebody down there laid a shot. I didn't see who laid the lumber, but somebody for the Tarpon snuck their head in there and made a vicious hit on DeLone. No gain.
Tarpons may, Trojans may be content right here. You just go into halftime.
Yeah, I think that Coach Meyer may be anxious to have a talk with his guys after the way this first half has gone. 1:10 and counting. Treg throws it incomplete, and he's fortunate that one wasn't intercepted. Hebert was right in front of that ball. It fell at his feet.
The Tarpon defensive line is getting a lot of pressure on the quarterback, and it's forcing him. There's a lot of miscommunication going on with the quarterback and receivers. He's got to get rid of the ball pretty quick.
1:02 to go in the half. It'll be 3rd and 10 for Central Lafourche. The Tarpons can't stop it, so if they run a draw or something here, they could almost milk it dry. Treg, straight drop, throws a slant. That's caught. Nope, he dropped it. It was in the hands of Anthony Samuels, and then it fell incomplete after a lick by number 2, Francois Terrebonne, forced it away.
Well, I'm going to have to get on Coach Young after this game. He's trying to call a timeout, and he ain't got any left.
Well, it worked. Tarpons are going to force a punt.
I don't know, going from a coordinator to a head coach, you don't get an extra timeout.
See if the Tarpons try to maybe lay out and block one here. Othemall waiting on the snap. It's high, but it gets to him. This is a dead return. It's a high kick that'll bounce at the feet of Joseph Pierce, and he will let it bounce and roll, and it'll be down to the 29-yard line. So with 47 seconds, the Tarpons will take over with no timeouts, a 24-point lead, and getting the ball to start the second half. I don't know how aggressive they'll be on this next possession, but we'll see.
I believe the Tarpons are going to go into a victory formation here and just get out of the half.
I think that'd be a wise move, and it looks like that's what they're going to do. So it'd be 2 snaps and then halftime. Maybe 3 if the Trojans would opt to call a timeout, which I doubt they will. Matty Ice gets the snap, takes the knee. They'll have to snap it one more time. Scoreboard update brought to you by Brent Abity, your candidate for Lafourche District Attorney. South Terrebonne 21, Terrebonne 7. That would actually be a good result for the Tarpons, get an extra power point.
Week 1, and you talking power points.
Heck yeah, baby. That's what it's all about.
I like it. That's good. I like it.
Matty Ice takes the knee, and that'll be the end of the first half. A glorious first half for the Tarpons. They lead 24-0. We'll be back after this commercial break. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3.
This is Christine Russell, Lafourche Parish District Attorney, asking for your vote in the upcoming election. I've been a prosecutor for nearly 18 years. In that time, I've worked alongside law enforcement to convict some of Lafourche's most dangerous offenders. But being tough on crime is only part of the equation. I have worked hard to develop and implement programs geared toward the prevention of crime, making our community safer for all of us. Early voting begins October 16th, and Election Day is November 3rd. Paid for by the Christine Russell Campaign Fund.
Archie Manning here for Thibodeau Regional. In the Manning household, we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the team at the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety. As the region's leader and first comprehensive sports medicine program, they've been in the game longer with certified athletic trainers, fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians, and neuro sports-trained experts. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional.
Saunders & Chabert, attorneys at law, have dedicated their practice to assisting serious accident victims with the highest quality and personal legal representation possible. You may have heard of Saunders & Chabert through word of mouth, but Saunders & Chabert specializes in serious motor vehicle accidents, offshore, river accidents, and injuries occurring on the job. They fight hard for their clients. Visit SaundersChabert.com or call Scotty Boy Chabert at 888-815-1974 for a free consultation. Saunders & Chabert, fighting hard for you all across Louisiana.
Hello, I'm Kevin Chermy, candidate for councilman, town of Golden Meadow. I'm a 30-year resident of Golden Meadow. I'm 56 years old, husband and father of two beautiful girls. I've lived in Lafourche Parish all my life. During these hard economic times, I want to be actively involved in the decision-making that will shape our future going forward. We have to look into other ways to create revenue to offset the cost of our declining oil field. We must bring back businesses and make Golden Meadow a destination. Please vote for me, Kevin Chermy, for Councilman, Golden Meadow, number 104. Paid for by Kevin Chermy Campaign.
E-Tel Business. Your business, our priority. Business is fast, so you need to stay ahead with internet, phone, and Wi-Fi that's even faster. For a limited time, when you purchase 2 business services, you get 3 months free. That means your business is backed by E-Tel's reliable network, powered by local experts. Save now on the speed you need to run your business and get 3 months free with 2 or more services. Call 798-7952 or visit etelbusiness.com. E-Tel Business. Your business, our priority.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Chasson is here to serve the eye care needs of your entire family. Full-service eye medical and vision services are provided in a friendly atmosphere. For the latest in designer frames to advancements in astigmatism and bifocal contact lenses, call Advanced Eye Institute at 985-632-2884 for your appointment today, or visit their website at visionsource-drdarbychasson.com.
Physio Fit. Advanced, certified, skilled clinicians providing dry needling, vestibular rehabilitation programs, pelvic floor rehab, and function-driven regenerative modalities as Aston and Graston. Results-driven, supported by our outcomes measures in a national database. 100% individualized care. Each program is unique. A whole person approach, including healthier lifestyles, treatment of the injured worker, and performing FCEs. Weight loss programs at 4 locations. In network provider with most insurers.
Oh, yeah, for over 65 years, Golden Motors has been your local Chevy Buick new car dealer. I'm sure you've seen us around supporting our local schools, charities, and organizations. That's just our way of saying thanks for being there for us at Golden Motors. Looking for a new Chevy or Buick? Or looking for that like new pre-owned any maker model? Give us a call at 325-1000 or visit us on the web at goldenmotors.com. 325-1000. Golden Motors, Chevy, find new roads.
This is Brent Abity, and I need your vote for district attorney. The Morvant gang, King Cam and Queen Christine, took over the district attorney's office in 2003. For the past 17 years, they have bullied and persecuted all but the elites, their friends, and the privileged wealthy. I promise to push for term limits to stop the endless injustice and abuses of power. I promise to serve only 1 term. My only job will be to give everyone fair and equal justice. It is time for a change. Paid for by Brentford DA.
New Friend Building Materials has been around since 1955 and is growing every year. We continue to be a proud family company in our 2nd generation ownership and working on the 3rd. We do our best to cover all your building needs while providing top-notch customer service and priding ourselves on not letting you leave without a smile. From small birdhouses to hotels and apartment complexes, there's no job too big or too small for us to handle. Our 4 convenient locations to serve you include Cutoff, Thibodeau, Bellchase, and Slidell. So come stop by and see how we can help you, and have a blessed day.
Halftime score, it is South Lafourche 24, Central Lafourche 0. Casey just cleared with Coach Brian Colley. Coach, we're watching the same thing, brother. I'll throw it to you, get your first half assessment. But outside of the turnovers by South Lafourche, they have absolutely dominated the pace of play. And Coach Young mentioned physicality in his pregame commentary. The Tarpons are beating the heck out of the Trojans up front on both sides of the ball.
Yeah, they are. They're winning the battles up front. And look, very aggressive offense and defense, aggressive play calling, And, exactly how you wanted to start off your 2020 season is coming out with a pretty dominating first half. And if they can only clean up those 3 turnovers, I believe it was, this game can be further out of reach.
I thought Jalbert did an excellent job in the first half of controlling the huddle, controlling the calls at the line of scrimmage, making the short, easy throws. He missed a couple of them, sure, but he also completed a whole bunch of them as well. I thought he was very good in the first half.
Yeah, he did, and you can expect that a little bit coming. The first really action of the season, besides that couple of drives he had. So the timing may be off a little bit, but overall, looked a great job, and offensive line giving them time to throw the football, and I think it helps mixing up the run and the pass, what Coach Young is doing, and it helps that offensive line give that extra pass protection that Jalbert needs. And look, our receivers are making some good catches, running some great routes. They're wide open on a lot of them. They catch the ball, and they know exactly what to do with the football once they catch it.
Scoreboard updates brought to you by Brent Abity, candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney. At halftime, Thibodaux 13, McDonough 35-0. At halftime, E.D. White 7, Assumption 0. At halftime, St. James 20, Riverdale 0. CCA and Kennard Discovery, they're 6-6 at the end of the first quarter. And as we said, South Terrebonne leads Terrebonne 21-7 in the second quarter of that one. We actually have an update. The Kennard Discovery team leads CCA 14-6 in that one. Thanks to Coach Randy Bouquet for the update in that one.
In any case, that's some very good football going on right here. And, we definitely want people to come out in the stands, and with the limited capacity, if you want to stay home and listen on the radio, but if you want to go back and see this game, team1prep.com, and, you see some great high school football.
And one thing that's worth mentioning is that if you are a parent of a player, whatever it may be, and you want to come to the games, but you also want to have video, you can have your cake and eat it too. If you buy the game, you will have it forever. So you could, if you're a parent of a player listening to the game on the radio right now, if you go and make that purchase, you'll be able to have all the games handy, be able to, burn them on a DVD, whatever it may be, and have them for life. Can't beat that.
Yeah, and you're also helping the school because Truck, graciously is giving us, his portion of that, the profits on it, and we can't thank him enough. And it's a great and easy way for us to make money for our athletic program, especially in these times.
Coach, let's talk about the athletic program as a whole. We talked about volleyball a little bit. I know swimming is rolling. Cross country is either started or is about to start. So the fall sports that we were all once so concerned about are going. And so far, I'm knocking on wood as I say this, there has not been an issue.
No issues at all. And look, week 1 of the football season, we started basketball in about 7 or 8 days. So it's kind of crazy, but that's what, the time we have right now, and we're going to adjust to it, and we're going to put our best product out there. There's no doubt.
How has basketball been so far for you guys? I know you guys have been getting in some workouts and different things like that.
Well, being AD, I'm so busy right now. It's tough to. And I was speaking with Coach Clark this morning about it. We can do some 4-on-1, 4 players to 1 coach, and it's tough for us as ADs to get in, even in the gym, because we got to stay after school and catch up on a lot of paperwork because we're teaching the majority of the day. So it's really tough right now. But we had a few days we got in the gym with some 4-on-1s. We're starting very minimum. We got to get into shape, and we're gonna emphasis taking care of the basketball right now, because I think if we'd last year we lost too many close games, and if we take care of the basketball a little bit better than what we did, I think we can turn those games into victories.
So correct me if I'm wrong, your season start date is not going to change, but last you and I had spoke, you're trying to play as few games early in the season as possible to accommodate football.
Right. The season doesn't change, but our start date is going to change. We're not going to play our first game till December 2nd or December 3rd.
Very good. So halftime here, it's 24-0, Tarpon's lead. There's 7 minutes until the opening kick. Let's take a 3-minute timeout when we get back. Keys to the second half for both teams. And then their second half kickoff. You're listening to Varsity Football on ESPN 100.3 with the Tarpons up by 3 scores on 100.3.
Blue Friend Building Materials has been around since 1955 and is growing every year. We continue to be a proud family company in our second generation ownership and working on the third. We do our best to cover all your building needs while providing top-notch customer service and priding ourselves on not letting you leave without a smile. From small birdhouses to hotels and apartment complexes, there's no job too big or too small for us to handle. Our 4 convenient locations to serve you include Cutoff, Thibodaux, Bellchase, and Slidell. So come stop by and see how we can help you, and have a blessed day.
This is Mike to tell you, if you love having the weekends to do special things, at Neil's Small Engine, you will find everything you need to keep your lawn nice and neat. We have Gravely and Skag zero-turn lawnmowers, and Echo, Shindawa, and steel trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws. Our showroom is the biggest in the South. So if you want the best products along with the best service, there's only one place to go. That's Neil's Small Engine Incorporated. 3 locations to serve you in Houma, LaRose, and Thibodaux. It's the best on the bayou.
When you need health-related answers quickly, you want the fastest, safest results possible. That's why Tarpon General Medical Center is the only facility in the state to offer the new GE Revolution Frontier Gen 2 CT scanner. This breakthrough technology presents medical professionals with the clearest images on the market while keeping patients safe and comfortable. To learn more about how TGMC is on the leading edge of healthcare, please visit tgmc.com.
Hello, this is State Senator Gary Smith from District 19. I want to let you know that I am very concerned about the impact COVID-19 is having on each and every one of us. To stay cautious and practice social distancing, wash hands often, remember to not touch your face, and watch out for your older family members and neighbors. I have been working very hard along with our other elected officials and the governor, and we are taking this very seriously. Please listen for daily news. As everyone does their part, we will prevail. Thank you.
Set yourself up for success when planning your next event, whether it's wedding, festival, Mardi Gras, rodeo, or concert. Joe Septic Contractors knows that it's important to cover your bases. Joe Septic Contractors can supply multi-stall restroom, air-conditioned trailers, anytime, anywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Planning a luxury event? Check out their new black tie luxury restroom and shower trailers. Visit Joe Septic at viscom.net with locations in Cutoff, Thibodaux, Fouchon, and Abbeville. Set yourself up for success when planning your next event, whether it's wedding, festival, Mardi Gras, rodeo, or concert. Joe Septic Contractors knows that it's important to cover your bases. Joe Septic Contractors can supply multi-stall restroom, air-conditioned trailers, anytime, anywhere, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Planning a luxury event? Check out their new black tie luxury restroom and shower trailers. Visit Joe Septic at viscom.net with locations in Cutoff, Thibodaux, Fouchon, and Abbeville.
Welcome back. South Lafourche leads 24-0 at halftime. Coach Brian Colley has Coach B.J. Young for some halftime thoughts as the Tarpons are trying to finish the deal here.
All right, Coach, what a way to start your debut as head coach. What can you tell us about that first half?
Yeah, man, our kids came out and really executed the game plan. I think they're playing hard. And, my hat's off to our guys for coming out and finishing, starting fast. And, our message at halftime was just we got to finish strong.
I don't know, you can't be happy with every time it seems like you'll get into that heavy formation, the hammer formation. We just can't get the snap.
Yeah, it's something that we worked, and, I like to hang my hat on it. We had a few miscues tonight. We might come back to it later on, but right now I like what we're doing in our base offense.
And real quick, talk about the balance you have on offense, run, pass. Is that by design?
Yeah, but like I say, none of that works if Matt's not playing the way he's playing. And our O-line and our running backs aren't running their way and blocking the way they're blocking. So, like I said, it all looks good on paper, but if it's not for these kids to come out and play like they're playing, then, none of it works.
All right, Coach, appreciate the time.
What do you think's got to be going through that guy's mind? You were once a rookie head coach. In the middle of your first game, I'm sure the thoughts are going a mile a minute, but I'm sure it helps when your defense and your offense are playing as well as the Tarpons' defense and offense is playing right now. And we talked a little bit in that pregame halftime interview about his offense. Right now, Central Lafourche has maybe one first down. The Tarpon defense is mean, nasty, and they're getting the Trojans off the field.
Well, I think you might know this. My thoughts on that, if, I'm coaching and you're coaching debut, you come out here, you go up 24-0, I'm like, why can't the game end right now? And, I got to come out, I got to do the same thing the second half. And that's what Coach Young said. He said, look, this game is not over. We got to keep doing what we're doing.
You get the ball to start the second half. I'm sure whether you get points or not, Tarpons are going to be much more slow to the line of scrimmage, much more eager to work the play clock. I'm sure Coach Young would love to sap 6 or 7 minutes off of that clock on the first drive and shorten this game a little bit.
Yeah, and I kind of peeked in on their coaching little huddle at the end, and that's what they were talking about. I said, guys, we can't stop. We got to keep doing what we're doing, and, we got to just keep grinding.
We'll thank some of our sponsors, Tarpon General Medical Center, TGMC Community Sports Institute, Education, Prevention, Care, giving back to our community. Saunders and Chabert, attorneys at law. Let Scotty Boy Chabert fight for you. Dufresne Building Materials, 4 locations, Cutoff, Thibodaux, Belchase, Slidell, all your building needs. Kevin Sheremy, candidate for Golden Medal Town Councilman. Joe Septic Contractors, your largest sewage and portable sanitation company in Louisiana. District Attorney Christine Russell. State Bank and Trust Company, banking you could count on. Coach, before we take our final halftime break, what are some keys for South Lafourche in the second half? What do we got to do to ice this one down and preserve a 24-point halftime lead?
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep winning the battle up front, the offensive line. Give Matty Jalbert, time to throw the football. Receivers keep running good routes, and defense keep playing lights out and keep pressuring the quarterback. And, do not let Central Lafourche get into a rhythm on offense.
My partner on the Sports Corner, Stan Gravois, has just updated me. This is a scoreboard update brought to you by Brent Abity, candidate for Lafourche District Attorney. Terrebonne has tied it up. It's 21-21 between the Tigers and the Gators. So Terrebonne has scored 14 unanswered. Just goes to show, just because you got a lead in the first half, anything could happen. Be a good lesson for the Tarpons here in the second half.
And I think we still may be 3 minutes or so away from the second half kickoff. I think they put 3 minutes back on, but on the clock, not sure if they'll do it or not.
So with that having been said, let's take a commercial break. When we get back, your second half kickoff between the Tarpons and the Trojans on ESPN 100.3.
Your life is mobile, so is your bank. As a State Bank and Trust Company account holder, you can check your balances, view transactions, transfer funds, and pay bills anywhere or anytime with State Bank and Trust Company's online banking or mobility app. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun banking, served just the way you like it. Member FDIC.
Easy, convenient, affordable. Lady of the Sea Family Medical Clinic in Cutoff, located directly in front of the hospital off of Highway 1 in Galliano, sees patients from 8 a.m. to 9 p.m. weekdays and 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. on weekends. Same-day appointments are available on weekdays, with no appointment necessary beginning at 5 p.m. and anytime on weekends. The added convenience of a pharmacy at the same location makes it the best choice for patients in South Lafourche. We treat you like family at Lady of the Sea.
This is Christine Russell, Lafourche Parish District Attorney, asking for your vote in the upcoming election. I've been a prosecutor for nearly 18 years. In that time, I've worked alongside law enforcement to convict some of Lafourche's most dangerous offenders. But being tough on crime is only part of the equation. I have worked hard to develop and implement programs geared toward the prevention of crime, making our community safer for all of us.
Early voting begins October 16th and Election Day is November 3rd. Paid for by the Christine Russell Campaign Fund.
Archie Manning here for Thibodaux Regional. In the Manning household, we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the team at the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety. As the region's leader in First Comprehensive Sports Medicine Program, they've been in the game longer with certified athletic trainers, fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians, and neuro-sports-trained experts. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodaux Regional.
Saunders and Chabert, attorneys at law, have dedicated their practice to assisting serious accident victims with the highest quality and personal legal representation possible. You may have heard of Saunders and Chabert through word of mouth, but Saunders and Chabert specializes in serious motor vehicle accidents, offshore, river accidents, and injuries occurring on the job. They fight hard for their clients. Visit SaundersChabert.com or call Scotty Boy Chabert at 888-815-1974 for a free consultation. Saunders and Chabert, fighting hard for you all across Louisiana.
Second half football coming in about a minute or so. It's 24-0 Tarpons at half. Central Lafourche will be kicking off to South Lafourche. They'll be kicking from left to right.
Casey, last year at our halftime show, we always, you talk about college football, pro football when we had time.
Yeah, I really didn't feel like talking about college much.
No, you're not bringing it up.
I'll give you time to gloat. What did you think of LSU's performance on Saturday?
Well, it's they lost a lot of talent, yes. And I think Joe Brady, losing him also hurt. And I don't believe they're satisfied with their defense. I wouldn't be giving up 600 yards passing, but I found that strange. You didn't want to talk about it.
It was still nauseating. Still, I wanted to finish the broadcast.
Yeah, look, they'll be fine.
I think so as well. But, yes, it is a very rough start in Tigerland right now. The Trojans have number 7, Ryan Dupree, kicking it away. This is actually the first time in the game that they'll be kicking off. Tarpons have 3 guys back deep. Dupree kicks a missile that is going to be fielded by Joseph Pierce at the 11-yard line. Pierce working the right side, got a seam, 35-40. He's tripped up at the 44-yard line by the kicker, Dupree, who maybe made a touchdown-saving tackle. Coach, we talked about this in the pregame. You said you wanted to see a little cleaner play from the Tarpon special teams group. So far, so good. They've had returns, great kick coverage, made a field goal, made all their extra points. It's been a very good job so far.
Yeah, look, kudos Coach Justin Gouger. He's fired up on that sideline right over the special teams unit. They are playing some good football tonight.
Giving the Tarpons good field position at the 45-yard line to start this second half. Jalbert leading the troops. 1st and 10. Strong side of the field to the left. There are trips to the left. Play action. Throws it across the middle. Caught. And that's going to be a first down by number 4, which is Brody Petrie. Brody was hit about 6 yards down the field. Then he just kind of tiptoed forward, stumbling across the first down markers. That's a Golden Motors first down. Pick up about 12.
Yeah, it was almost a WWE move.
Yeah. Nice balance, nice footwork. Reminiscent of Alvin Kamara of the New Orleans Saints. Maybe the only healthy member of the New Orleans Saints this coming week. Prejean motion, high snap. Jalbert gets it and then just throws it away. What maturity from the senior there. It's a busted play. Get it and swallow it. Great job by Matty Ice there. So it'll be 2nd and 10.
Casey, we got a shout out at offensive line for the Tarpons. Kendall Walker, leading that. Cullen LeBlanc up there leading it. Trying to get some more numbers for you. Connor Collins in there. Dylan Cloutier.
Play action. Jalbert, it loses the football. And the Trojans are fighting for it, and they've got it. The 4th Tarpon turnover. Jalbert lost it. The Trojans picked it up at the 45-yard line. Looked like a slow developing screen pass that the Trojans defended very well. And it's the 4th Tarpon turnover of the game. There's a Trojan down on the turf. We hope he's okay. This injury timeout is brought to you by Thibodaux Regional Medical Center.
And calling the offensive line, I do apologize if I missed one of them. I couldn't get a number coming off the field.
You're right. Those guys have done an excellent job. We'll try to get an ID for the injured Trojan. We hope he's okay. And he is now sitting up. That is big number 98 for Central Lafourche. That is Damari Young. We've called out his name a couple of times tonight, so we hope he's okay.
In case I know you would appreciate it and someone else would appreciate that this right here, Coach, the injury was on this side of the field. Coach Ryan Barbier did not have to get on his horse.
No. That's the joke that keeps on giving. Trojans now trying to make something happen. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They desperately need it. Treg hands it off right tackle, bouncing to the outside and getting nothing is number 46. I don't have a number 46 on my roster, but whoever he is, he got stopped at the line of scrimmage by Wes Alamo. And Toops also on the stop.
Yeah, look, you credit Reese Toops. He might not get a tackle on that play, but he came up, filled his gap, and forced that runner to get kicked back to the outside where the Tarpon defenders are waiting for him.
So 2nd and a long 10 after a loss of about a half a yard. Treg in the gun. 4 receivers on the field. Straight drop. He's pressured. Down he goes. The entire Tarpon defensive line swallowed him up there. Number 90 finished the play. That is Cyrus Gilbo. The Trojans just continue to go in reverse.
And again, Reese Toops timed up the snap perfect. He was right in the backfield along with Cyrus. Great job of the Tarpon defense.
So after the turnover, the Tarpon defense stiffening. It's been -7 on the first 2 Trojan offensive snaps. 3rd and 17 forthcoming. 10 minutes in the third quarter. Treg in the gun. He's had very little protection tonight. Play action. He rolls to the right. This is a designed run. He gets out of bounds across the 50. Short of the original line of scrimmage. He gained about 3. Good to gain 3, but when you need 17, the defense will give you that.
Yeah, good job, Tarpon, staying home on defense.
So it's 4th and 13. The Trojans are down 24 points. Possessions may be limited. I don't know how many more times they're going to get across the 50 tonight. Coach Meyer going to opt to go for it here.
You would think they would do something to the wide side of the field right here.
Which is the left side. Ball right on that right hash. Treg in the gun. They've got trips to the left. And we have a whistle and a timeout. Ooh. Second half timeout called by Coach Meyer and the Trojans.
Well, if you don't get that timeout, that's a delay of game.
Okay, so timeout to prevent the 5-yard penalty. And that's been an issue for the Trojans tonight, is getting the plays in. They've had a couple of near misses, and they've also had a couple of delay of game penalties.
And I'm not sure their scrimmage last week or something. Did they play a live quarter, just one?
They did with Assumption, yes.
Yeah, they got one live quarter since March. So
in a new system.
Yes, you can understand some of it, but I'm sure it's still not sitting well with the Trojan staff.
Kenner Discovery Center leads CCA 14-6 at halftime. That scoreboard update brought to you by Brent Abity, candidate for Lafourche Parish District Attorney. Thanks to my buddy Randy Bouquet for that scoreboard update. The Trojans got to get to exactly the 35-yard line. The ball's at the 48 now, so it's 4th and 13. Treg in the gun. Gets the snap, straight drop. Throws it to the flats, and it's incomplete. No chance. It was intended for number 22, the tailback, which was Arsama, and it fell off of his hands incomplete. I don't think he would have had a first down either way, but the Tarpons take over on downs.
Yeah, the Tarpons may have been a step out of position, caught them a little off guard, but they adjusted really quick, and they were right there for the play if he'd have caught it.
So 9:48 to go in the third quarter. The Tarpon offense will take over near midfield. Got to protect the ball. The only thing they've done wrong tonight is turned it over 4 times. Jalbert in a 5-receiver set. Man in motion is Petrie. And that one is busted up, and it's a fumble, and the Trojans have got it. 5th Tarpon turnover. Central Lafourche takes over the 35-yard line.
Braxton Pete coming off the field, limping a little bit, may have twisted an ankle.
It was a jet sweep that the Trojans timed perfectly. They hit Petrie right at the point of exchange, and the ball squirted out. And here's Central Lafourche again, knocking on the door.
Well, with the Trojan defense, where they come with a lot of pressure, sometimes they guess the right gap, and that time they did and got in the backfield really quick.
So 1st and 10, you got to think Central Lafourche has got to put it in the end zone here at the 35-yard line. Treg in the gun. Gets the snap, straight drop, throws it to the flats. It's caught. Making a man miss near the sideline is number 22, Arsamo. He stopped after a very short gain. Good job by the Tarpons closing on that play.
Yeah, Joseph Pierce coming up along with Hunter Conley making a nice play for the Tarpons.
So it's a gain of 3. Actually, a gain of 2. Joe Pierce all over the field.
Yeah, Elias Coronado coming out for the Tarpons.
2nd and 8, 9-10 and counting in the third quarter. Treg drops back to pass, hits a slant that's caught by Haley. Haley near the 15-yard line. That's about a 20-yard pitch and catch on the slant, and the Trojans are on the move.
Yeah, Ethan Hebert was right on the play. He did a good job of not interfering with him, but receiver made a nice catch.
So Central Lafourche will play 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line. This is their deepest penetration of the game. Treg, strong side of the field to the right. Has Samari and Smith in the backfield. Now he flanks wide. It's a dead run, and he's going nowhere. Number 44 for South Lafourche timed the snap perfectly. That's Jackson Bourgeois. Big loss back on the other side of the 20-yard line.
Coach Broussard rotating the defensive line in, keeping a lot of fresh bodies up there.
Great to have depth. That's one of the byproducts of having some big numbers. Second and about 15. Trojans, Treg throws it as far as he can. Nothing. That's I don't know what he was seeing there. Without even taking a drop, he just got the snap and threw it as far as he could, nearly out the back of the end zone, well beyond his receiver. And it was good coverage by the Tarpons, number 23, Trey Randazzo, anyway.
Yeah, the receiver running his route was looking back towards the quarterback in his route, kind of slowed him down. If he didn't look straight ahead where he was going, he may have had a chance to get past the defender.
So 3rd and long, Trojans got to get to about the 8-yard line. Treg hands it off. Hit near the line of scrimmage, driving forward is the tailback, number 4, Smith. Number 56 for South Lafourche. Zach Lewin was the first guy there. Well short of the first down. The Trojans look like they're going to attempt a field goal here.
Yeah, Zach Lewin and Jackson Bourgeois did a great job for the Tarpons.
So 7:40 and counting in the 3rd quarter with Central Lafourche trailing 24-0. They're going to try to get on the board here with what's going to be a 35-yard field goal. And Central calling their 2nd timeout of the half with 20 seconds on the play clock.
Oh, and they had the Tarpon defenders just scrambling, not sure on how to adjust to this field goal lineup.
So later in the game, if the Trojans could close this gap, they may need those timeouts, and they're already down to just 1. 4th and 12. They lined up for a field goal and may have had a change of heart.
Yeah, 'cause right here, if you kick the field goal, it's still a 3-score game.
Let's see, it looks like they're still going to try it. I don't know if this will be a fake attempt or whatever, but it looks like they're still at least going to line up for it. Carson Ogeron, the holder. Ryan Dupree, the kicker. This is a 35-yard try. The snap is down. The kick is up. It is good, and the Trojans are on the board midway through the 3rd quarter. It's 24-3. We'll be back in a minute. Central Lafourche narrows the gap on ESPN 100.3.
Saunders and Chabert, attorneys at law, have dedicated their practice to assisting serious accident victims with the highest quality and personal legal representation possible. You may have heard of Saunders and Chabert through word of mouth, but Saunders and Chabert specializes in serious motor vehicle accidents, offshore, river accidents, and injuries occurring on the job. They fight hard for their clients. Visit SaundersChabert.com or call Scotty Boy Chabert at 888-815-1974 for a free consultation. Saunders and Chabert, fighting hard for you all across Louisiana.
Hello, I'm Kevin Chermy, candidate for councilman, town of Golden Meadow. I'm a 30-year resident of Golden Meadow. I'm 56 years old, husband and father of 2 beautiful girls. I've lived in Lafourche Parish all my life. During these hard economic times, I want to be actively involved in the decision-making that will shape our future going forward. We have to look into other ways to create revenue to offset the cost of our declining oil field. We must bring back businesses and make Golden Meadow a destination. Please vote for me, Kevin Chermy, for Councilman, Golden Meadow, number 104. Paid for by Kevin Chermy Campaign.
Trojans kick it off. Tarpons returning it up the field across the 25 and dropped at the 28-yard line. I think that was Sidney Bruce.
You know, Tarpon special teams once again proven well for the Tarpons. We're giving them some pretty decent field position.
That was Francois Terrebonne. I apologize on the return. So 7:16 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Tarpons lead by 21. There was a 35-yard field goal by the Trojans just a minute ago. Tarpons got to protect the ball. 5 turnovers. You may get by tonight, but you won't get by very many times turning it over that many times. Look to see it. Make a goal. Start small. Let's not turn over the ball the rest of this game. Jalbert in the gun. Straight drop. He's flushed out of the pocket, and down he goes. Number 97 for Central Lafourche on the sack. That is Sylvester Coleman.
I think if the Trojans made some type of adjustment at halftime.
It's a loss of 8 yards. He's 2nd and 18. Jalbert in the gun, strong side of the field to the left. Straight drop, throws it to the sideline, and is deflected up in the air and caught by the Tarpons. Very fortunate, as it looked like Central Lafourche had a beat on that one. The defender batted it up in the air, and then number 4, Brody Petrie, got under it and caught it. Gained about 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and about 12. That didn't look good for a second. That one looked like it was going the other way. Tarpons don't have to run another play here because we have a heat and humidity break coming up. The official doesn't see it, I don't think. Yep, he does. So that'll be the heat and humidity timeout. Let's catch a 1-minute break. The Tarpons are up 24-3 on ESPN 100.3.
ETEL Business. Your business, our priority. Business is fast, so you need to stay ahead with internet, phone, and Wi-Fi that's even faster. For a limited time, when you purchase 2 business services, you get 3 months free. That means your business is backed by ETEL's reliable network, powered by local experts. Save now on the speed you need to run your business and get 3 months free with 2 or more services. Call 798-7952 or visit etelbusiness.com. ETEL Business. Your business, our priority.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Chasson is here to serve the eye care needs of your entire family. Full-service eye medical and vision services are provided in a friendly atmosphere. For the latest in designer frames to advancements in astigmatism and bifocal contact lenses, call Advanced Eye Institute at 985-632-2884 for your appointment today, or visit their website at visionsource-drdarbychasson.com.
Jalbert straight drop, throws one deep down the field, and it's incomplete. It was intended for number 10, which is Dylan Prejean. It falls incomplete. Number 41, Cullen Robinson, was on coverage. So the Trojans force a punt.
Score update, end of the 3rd quarter. Thibodeau's down 14-13.
How about that? It's brought to you by Brent Abity, candidate for Lafourche District Attorney. Got another one for you as we wait the Tarpons punt. It looks like that'll be Broussard punting it. Gets the snap, gets the kick away. It's high in the air, not a very good punt. But it'll take a nice Tarpon roll, so the end result will be nice. It'll roll all the way to the 38-yard line. So it didn't go very far in the air, but it rolled about 15, 20 yards, and Blake's end result is good, but there's a flag on the play on the far side of the field.
Where it's at, probably illegal formation again.
That is what the signal is. Can they take the 5 yards on the return, or will they make him kick it again? After seeing the kick, I would perhaps make them kick it again and hope that the Tarpons don't get the roll. But we know that Blake has a very capable leg, and he'd be liable to boom one. It is illegal formation. They'll decline it.
Well, you think with the Tarpons turn the ball, 5 times?
Yeah.
Why not make them punt it again?
Yeah, they may drop the snap, may snap it over their head, or...
Well, we'll take it.
Yeah, absolutely. The Trojans will take over at the 39-yard line. 5:41 to go in the 3rd quarter. Tarpon band playing the chop. First and 10. Treg hands it off to a big fella there, number 33. He's dropped after a short gain. That's Terrence Ruffin, his first carry. It's a big boy running hard, but the middle of the Tarpon defense closes nicely. Number 91 on the stop for South Lafourche, which is Gabriel Blackledge.
Ruffin played in the JV game last night and on defense, and he was a beast.
So he picked up 2 there, 2nd and 8. 5:11 and ticking. Trojans got to make something happen in a hurry. Drake with Ruffin in the backfield. Hands it off to him on the left side. Gets a nice gain, a nice hole. He's hit and dropped across midfield. That's a first down for Central Lafourche on a pickup of about 10.
Trojans have a little life on that sideline, but you're down 21 points. You're going to have to pick the pace up a little bit.
Yep. Clock still grinding down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line of the Tarpons. What makes you a little nervous is that the Tarpons have not been able to sustain drives in the second half. Treg, straight drop, under pressure, throws it deep down the field, and it's intercepted! The Tarpons picked it off. Number 9, Patrick Gisclair, I think.
Number 5.
Number 5, okay, Ethan Hebert. Number 5. Thank you, Coach, for the assist. The Tarpons picked that one off. It was intended for Michael Haley. Boy, just what the doctor ordered.
Yeah, look, that was a nice play by Ethan Hebert. He was in position. The ball was slightly underthrown. Looked like the receiver had got a step behind him, but Ethan made a nice play on the ball.
Now let's see if the Tarpons could get a nice sustained drive here. 4:34 to go in the third quarter, leading by 21. It's been a turnover fest. 8 total in the game. Petrie back in the game after rolling his ankle. That's good news. Jalbert hands it to him. Nice first down gain across the 25. Dropped to the 28, gain of about 4. I know the Tarpons are trying to get the timing in their short passing game, but boy, in the second half with a lead, I like giving it to 27 an awful lot.
Yeah, Tarpons need to be careful. It wasn't exactly a smooth handoff.
So we'll keep an eye on that the rest of the way. 4:08 and counting. 2nd and 6. Jalbert hands it to Petrie. Nice gain. That's a Golden Motors first down across the 35 to the 39. Pickup of about 13.
Once again, Braxton makes the first person miss coming out of the game.
Take a breather, number 4, Brody Petrie checking into the game for the Tarpons. Working the sand out of the hourglass here. 3:46 and counting. Little confusion, though, in the Tarpons personnel getting the call in. Yeah, they may need to take a timeout here. They're still not out of the huddle with 10 seconds on the play clock. They're going to have to hurry up. 5 on the clock. They're finally on the ball. Waiting on the snap. Man in motion, and Coach Young's going to call a timeout. That's a good timeout. You've turned it over a bunch tonight. Don't risk it here.
Yeah, the play clock was down to 1.
So this timeout will allow us to go to our sponsor sheet and thank Advanced Eye Institute. Make the right call. Get your eyes checked by Dr. Darby Chasson today. And next Friday, Coach, we are here again taking on Lutcher. Am I correct?
That's correct.
So that'll be another non-district matchup, Tarpons and Lutcher. That'll be a lot of fun.
First time you correct this season.
I've said the score correctly a couple times tonight.
Well, I mean, it's right there for you to look at.
One thing that I didn't talk about at halftime that I could have bragged about, my Atlanta Braves are going to the second round of the baseball postseason, taking on the Miami Marlins.
Yeah, I haven't followed baseball a whole lot.
I've been into the short season. I like that they're played less games. The games felt like they mattered more. But I'm also not a high school athletic director and don't have to do paperwork and different things of that sort. So I understand your lack of time. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Jalbert directing traffic. Hands it off to number 4, Petrie. Breaking tackles, driving forward near the line of scrimmage. Got maybe a yard, but the good thing about that run is it looked like he was going to lose yards. So it was actually a very effective run.
Yeah, a good job of Brody. Was it Brody holding on to the football because Central was coming after it.
Continuing to whittle down that clock inside of 3 minutes in the third quarter. Scoreboard update. How about this? E.D. White 25, Assumption 0 at the end of the third quarter.
Wow.
So Coach Lasang has a fearsome defense out there in Thibodaux. Jalbert hands it up the middle to Petrie. Nice gain across midfield. Still driving across the 45 or near the 45. It's another Golden Motors first down. Brody Petrie on the carry.
How about an NBA score for you? What do you think the Lakers are doing?
If you're mentioning it, they're probably losing, which would make me very happy.
I got you. They're winning 40-34.
I fear that they're going to be the NBA champions. I'd be gladly incorrect on that one, though, if it were to pan out. 1st and 10 for the Tarpons at the Trojan 45. Jalbert throws it to the sideline. Prejean makes the catch, making men miss, and he gets about 2 or 3 yards. Good job by Darren Ducey blocking there for the Tarpons. 2 minutes and counting in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, nice reception by Prejean, staying in bounds, keeping that clock running.
You're up 3 scores. The clock is your friend, and the Tarpons have grinded 3 minutes off so far in this possession. 2nd and 8. Jalbert hands it off to Petrie. Nice gain across the 40. Still driving. Just short of the sticks. Gain of about 6. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Brody and Braxton Petrie is the way they cut up the field, plant and cut it's something special to watch.
And it'll be 3rd and manageable. 3rd and 2 in 4-down territory to boot at the 37-yard line. 1:10 and counting. Jalbert closing the formation. Waiting on the snap. He's got it. He hands it to Petrie, and he's got a Golden Motors 1st down. Falling forward across the 35. That Tarpon offensive line is starting to impose their will a little bit on this drive. Perhaps the last snap of the 3rd quarter will be forthcoming here, with 45 seconds and counting, and still 20 seconds on the play clock.
Yeah, that last interception by Hebert kind of took the wind out of the Trojan sails right here. They were kind of fired up. Now they're just not as fired up.
Jalbert hands it to Petrie, makes a man miss, driving forward. That'll be one of the better 3-yard gains you'll see this year, because he was squared up 3 yards behind the line of scrimmage by number 97, Sylvester Coleman, but he got away from him and still got forward for 3 yards.
And we got a shout out. Nice job, Darren Ducey for the Tarpons. Not getting, if you don't carry the ball, he's there blocking and making holes for those guys running the football.
Put the 4s up, Blue. The Tarpons are going to the 4th quarter with a 21-point lead. It's 24 for South Lafourche, 3 for Central Lafourche. We'll be back with the final quarter of action from Galliano after a 60-second break on ESPN 100.3.
Physio Pit. Advanced, certified, skilled clinicians providing dry needling, vestibular rehabilitation programs, pelvic floor rehab, and function-driven regenerative modalities as Aston and Graston. Results-driven, supported by our Outcomes Measures International Database. 100% individualized care. Each program is unique, a whole person approach, including healthier lifestyles, treatment of the injured worker, and performing FCEs. Weight loss programs at 4 locations, in network provider with most insurers.
Oh, yeah, for over 65 years, Golden Motors has been your local Chevy Buick new car dealer. I'm sure you've seen us around supporting our local schools, charities, and organizations. That's just our way of saying thanks for being there for us at Golden Motors. Looking for a new Chevy or Buick? Or looking for that like new pre-owned any make or model? Give us a call at 325-1000 or visit us on the web at goldenmotors.com. 325-1000. Golden Motors, Chevy, find new roads.
When play resumes, it'll be 2nd and 7 for South Lafourche to start the 4th quarter with a 21-point lead, 24-7 our score. Casey Gisclair and Coach Brian Kala here.
Only at Tarpon football where you come to a game and hear the band playing Matilda. Gotta love it.
On a beautiful night, you could not have scripted the temperature any better in the mid-60s. Jalbert, straight drop, running to the left, shoots it deep down the field, incomplete, maybe just throwing that one away. As the pressure was on, number 70 for Central Lafourche had a good interior pressure. Abel Commerdale on the rush.
Look, a lot of these routes are designed as choice routes where the receiver has a choice, depending on how the defense is playing them.
So you probably got 2 plays here at the 32-yard line. You're on the outside of the kicking range for Torres. Third and 7. Jalbert by himself in the gun. 5 receiver set. Man in motion. Straight drop. And it's incomplete. Intended for Darren Ducey near the sticks, but it was behind him, and it fell incomplete.
Yeah, Darren stopped that round. The ball was just thrown a little behind him.
So it'll be 4th down. The Tarpons keeping their offense on the field. I would go with a hard count. They have jumped every time you've tried it so far. Try to get a little closer. Got to make a move, though. Play clock grinding down, still not on the ball. Now they get there at 5. Jalbert waiting on the snap. Gets it off, straight drop. Has time, throws it for a first down. Number 10 for South Lafourche, Dylan Prejean made the grab right at the sticks.
Great round by Dylan Prejean on there. He planted his foot, came back toward the football where the defense couldn't catch that ball, and he knew exactly how far to go to get that first down. That's just a great job.
Needed 7, got 7.5. It's a Golden Motors first down at the 24-yard line. 11:38 and counting.
Coach Young looking at that play clock. He's milking that down.
1st and 10. Touchdown here could be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Jalbert hands it to Petrie on the left side. Near the 20, he's dropped after a short gain. Our guy Sylvester on the tackle. Brody Petrie, that is, on the carry. So Tarpons have it exactly where they want it, with a big lead and in possession of the ball and in plus territory. Nose of the ball at the 21-yard line. Petrie and Jalbert in the gun, and we have a timeout by Coach Young, and he's not happy. So Coach Young saw something he didn't like, calls his second timeout. Both teams now have just one timeout to go. We'll go ahead and take it with him. A 30-second break with the Tarpons out in front on ESPN 100.3.
This is Brent Abity, and I need your vote for District Attorney. The Morvant gang, King Cam and Queen Christine, took over the District Attorney's office in 2003. For the past 17 years, they have bullied and persecuted all but the elites, their friends, and the privileged wealthy. I promise to push for term limits to stop the endless injustice and abuses of power. I promise to serve only one term. My only job will be to give everyone fair and equal justice. It is time for a change. Paid for by Brentford DA.
Welcome back. Tarpons call their second timeout. With 10:41 to go in the ball game, South Lafourche up 24-3.
Casey, what's the turnover count?
5 for us, 3 for them. 8 total. Stan and I have talked throughout the fall about how it could be an ugly start to the season. There have been some less than memorable plays. They handed to Petrie up the middle. Here's a memorable play inside the 10, driving touchdown. And it's a Tarpon touchdown. 21-yard touchdown, Brody Petrie. He was bottled up a couple of times, got out of jail, and put it into the end zone.
You're not going to bring down Brody or Braxton Petrie on the first hit. That's just not happening tonight.
So the Tarpons extend their lead 30-3. And as we said, that may be the straw that breaks the camel's back. Torres will be on for the extra point try. South Lafourche is rolling. Jalbert on the hold. Tarpons close the gate. Snap is down. Kick is up. Right down Broadway. The Tarpons lead 31-3. We'll keep it right here. Coach, the Tarpons are developing a 2 running back system, and both of them run hard.
Yeah, they sure do. And look, and you know, don't forget, you have another running back in Darren Ducey that can also run the football pretty hard.
That's a good problem to have. The Tarpons lead by 28. You look at Officer Mitchell doing 31 push-ups down there. You got a group of students, the flag guys, doing 31 push-ups to mark the score. Officer Mitchell down with them. You love to see it.
I am so glad I'm on the opposite side of the field, because I know our principal, Ms. Sheremy, would be screaming at me to get down there and do them.
We have an incredible SRO here. And he just showed that he's also an incredibly strong SRO, doing 31 push-ups in stride.
I got tired of watching him.
10:34 to go. The Tarpons lead by 4 scores. Torres will be kicking it away. Number 5 for the Trojans is back deep. That's Loams. I apologize. That's number 15, Samuels. It's a pooch kick caught at the 28-yard line, and he's dropped at the 34-yard line. Torres has good ball placement on that little pop-up kick. And the Trojans will take over.
You know, if Torres gets a little bit more height on that ball, that would be a weapon for the Tarpons on their special team, on their kickoff team.
Yeah, if you don't call a fair catch, they're right up in your face, ready to clobber you. Reminds me of the Tarpons' great 2019. Who was the kicker on that team? It was a great place kicker. I forget his name. I'll think of it. 1st and 10. Quarterback keeps it. That's Treg. He's hit near the line of scrimmage and dropped by number 35. That is Reese Toops on the tackle.
Yeah, Reese needs to keep that head up. I think he's got shaken up a little, but he's still staying in the game.
10:07 and counting. The Trojans not in any hurry. I think they're just trying to use the rest of this game to find a little momentum. It was a struggle offensively in their scrimmage. It's been a struggle offensively tonight as well. 5 receiver set for Treg. Strong side of the field to the right. He gets the snap. He's pressured, flushed out of the pocket to the right. Looking to run. He's across the line of scrimmage and dropped near the 40-yard line. Number 25, Aaron Vestal makes the tackle in the open field. Good play by Vestal.
Truck staying on and strong over there on the other side. That ball was going right towards his area. He stayed strong.
Braver guy than I am. And then apparently Trigg stepped out of bounds well before I thought he did, because he actually only gained about a yard on the play. They mark it back to the 37-yard line. Trigg in the gun, 3rd and 8, 5 receivers on the field. Play clock running down. They're not going to get this off. They're going to have to call their final timeout. This has been a continued issue for the Trojans tonight. They've gotten their plays to the line of scrimmage late, and they've now had to burn all 3 second-half timeouts. A reminder, folks, if you are enjoying yourself and you want to get out the house and enjoy some good weather and some good football, Tuesday night, Golden Meadow and LCO will be locking horns here on the field at Memorial Stadium. Coach, what's the start time for that one? Do you know, 6 o'clock?
I believe it's 6 o'clock.
So future Tarpons, the Lions, and the Bulldogs will be locking horns on Tuesday night. Be taking pictures of that one. The next Friday night, we're back here at the home house taking on Lutcher.
Lutcher, a big winner last night.
We remember them last year. They were very young, a lot of freshman receivers, very athletic. It's going to be a step up in competition next week. Lutcher's going to be a very, very, very good football team. Third and 8 for the Trojans. 9:40 to go. Devoid of timeouts the rest of the way. Treg, straight drop, throws it to the tailback. Completes it for a big gain across midfield. Still pumping, still driving. He may go the distance. That is going to be a 65-yard touchdown for number 33, the tailback. That is Terrence Ruffin, and the Trojans show a little life. It's 31-9.
Yeah, just getting it back out on the flat, kind of a little swing pass, and he caught the ball, turned upfield, and I thought he was going to step out somewhere along the way, but he did a good job staying in bounds.
You could see the tank starting to run out of gas near the end of the play. The Tarpons nearly caught him from behind, but he muscled into the end zone, and the Trojans narrow the gap with 9:28 to go. Looks like they're trying an extra point, but don't have a kicker on the field. Here he comes. Nope, they had a kicker. They didn't have a holder. Number 54 is the kicker. That's Wilches. The kick is up, and it's true. So the Trojans cut the lead by 7. It's 31-10 Tarpons with 9:28 to go. We'll be back in a minute on ESPN 100.3.
Dufresne Building Materials has been around since 1955 and is growing every year. We continue to be a proud family company in our second-generation ownership and working on the third. We do our best to cover all your building needs while providing top-notch customer service and priding ourselves on not letting you leave without a smile. From small birdhouses to hotels and apartment complexes, there's no job too big or too small for us to handle. Our 4 convenient locations to serve you include Cutoff, Thibodaux, Bellchase, and Slidell. So come stop by and see how we can help you, and have a blessed day.
This is Christine Russell, Lafourche Parish District Attorney, asking for your vote in the upcoming election. I've been a prosecutor for nearly 18 years. In that time, I've worked alongside law enforcement to convict some of Lafourche's most dangerous offenders. But being tough on crime is only part of the equation. I have worked hard to develop and implement programs geared toward the prevention of crime, making our community safer for all of us.
Early voting begins October 16th and Election Day is November 3rd. Paid for by the Christine Russell Campaign Fund.
Figure with no timeouts, down 21, the Trojans may try a special kick here. Tarpons don't appear to have any type of hands team on the field, so we got to be careful here with 9:28 to go. Kenner Discovery Center leads CCA 21-20 at the end of the third quarter. Thanks to Randy Bouquet for that scoreboard update, which is brought to you by Brent Abity. The Trojans try an onside kick, but Coach Young calls a timeout. And I'm sure he'll regret calling that timeout because his team easily had recovered it. Coach, I got some good news for you.
Go ahead.
We will not have another timeout the rest of this game. Both teams are now out of timeouts.
I will correct you on that.
What you got?
At 6 minutes, we're going to have a heat timeout.
You're correct. You got me on that one. And I'm sure it will break up a prosperous drive for the Tarpons coming out of this next drive. 9:27 to go. Central Lafourche had gotten in a huddle, and then all the guys broke the huddle at the same time, and they tried a little squib onside kick, which had gone right into the wickets of number 90, Cyrus Gilbo. But Coach Young got the timeout before the kick was made. Coach, if you were wondering about how defending state champion St. James would hold up during the pandemic, well, they're leading 55-0 at the end of the third quarter over Riverdale. So I think Coach Valdez has his guys ready to roll. Hasn't it been nice? I've been at the stadium since 6 o'clock. 3 hours and 15 minutes have now passed, and we have not mentioned the C word one time. It has been beautiful to let our worries go a little bit and enjoy some beautiful high school football. Hands team is on. The Tarpons do have one guy back deep. Waiting on the kick. Which will be delivered by number 7. Dupree. It's an onside kick right to number 6, Alamo, who falls down at midfield. So the Tarpons fielded beautifully. And will play a 1st and 10. $9:27 to go, and the Trojans don't have a timeout. So the Tarpons could run the football, move the chains, grind this one down, up 3 touchdowns.
You think the Tarpons right here? Yes, exactly. They want to run some clock. And at worst, just flip the field, put the Trojans back deep in their own territory if you don't convert on a score.
Run some clock, and I think also get out of the rest of this game healthy. Knock on wood, you've been injury-free so far tonight. Jalbert waiting on the snap. Hands it to Brody Petrie on the left side. Nothing there. He's stonewalled by the Trojans. 3-4 guys bottle him up. Number 70 was the first guy there. Great tackle by that young man, Abel Carmadell. Number 48 was also there on the stop, Don Oquan. So a big loss of about 4, but the clock continues to run inside of 9 minutes now. Don't have to be in a hurry. You break the line of scrimmage, or break the huddle rather, with still 30 seconds on the play clock. And Jalbert pointing to the play clock while saying, hey, we're not in a hurry here. So the Tarpons with 20 on the play clock will be sitting in their stance for quite some time. As the clock bleeds, 8:38 and counting. Now they'll get to moving. Jalbert on a straight drop. Throws a screen to Petrie with blockers in front. Across midfield, makes a man miss. How far can he run? 30, brought down to the 28. That's a gain of about 35 or so by Brody Petrie. A well-designed screen pass. The Tarpons had a wave of blockers out in front. That was a beautiful play.
Braxton Petrie back in the game, just had a little a calf strain. I believe he's good to go.
So that's good to see. Clock running, 8:18 and counting. The Tarpons on the move again.
Yeah, the B&B showing that backfield, Brody and Braxton.
Tarpons don't have a timeout, and they're not out of the huddle with 5 on the play clock. They're going to just have to take a delay game here. Yep, that's a delay game. With 8 minutes to go, South Lafourche broke the huddle late and will be marching back 5. But not the worst thing in the world. You bleed off 40 seconds off the clock. And I think that every coach, you included, would agree that it's good to win a ball game while also making mistakes because you got a lot of things to correct on film.
That's right. You know, you can't do this every week and expect to win with the turnovers.
Jalbert handed to Braxton this time up the middle. Nice give across the 30 to the 28 or so. Pickup of about 4. Clock will continue to run. A lot of players have touched the ball tonight for South Lafourche. A lot of playmakers shining bright. Be 2nd and 11. 29-yard line. Petrie gets a nice gain. Still running. How far can he go? He's going to get in. It's a 29-yard touchdown. Braxton Petrie. No flags.
All right, we got a flag right over here, right in front of the Tarpon bench. I believe they're going to get Sidney Bruce for holding.
So there is a flag on the play. I didn't see it. Yep, it's at the 15-yard line. So the Tarpons are likely going to get penalized here. And it'll take a touchdown off the board. And it was a block that really didn't need to be made. Because Braxton had him in open field, and they're not going to bring him down. Wait on the signal. It is holding on South Lafourche.
I'll tell you, Casey, that play happened right in front of me. And you know how when two people are kind of tangled up, the ball was past both of them. And I believe that Braxton was in the end zone. And it's just extracurricular activity they had. And Sidney was just holding the guy, and the ref threw a flag. So easily could have been avoided and not called.
Ends up being a short, well, virtually a replay, but it's still 2nd and 8. They give it to Petrie this time. He's swallowed up. Loss of 2. So the clock will run inside of 7 minutes. Number 70 for Central Lafourche lost his helmet. He'll have to leave the game. That's Abel Commerdale. The officials snuffed that out. They'll escort him off the field. And I don't know why the clock has stopped. I don't know why the teams are going to the sidelines.
It's number 16 or 18, I believe, also for the Trojans, was out the game. I'm not sure if some type of injury.
The White Hat saying, hey, guys, it's not a timeout. Let's take the field. Well, one way to make them take the field is to start the play clock, which he has yet to do. It'll be 3rd and 10. Now the play clock will start and the clock will run. Jalbert, straight drop. Shoots it to Petrie, makes the grab. That's near the sticks, and it's a Golden Motives first down, gain of 12.
Yeah, Tarpon's leading 31-10 and still throwing the football. That's good. We're moving the football on the field.
I cannot think of the last time the Tarpons have had 200 yards passing in a game, but they've certainly got that tonight.
How about this final? McDonough 35-14, Thibodeau 13.
Wow. Good for those kids from McDonough 35. Not that we're, pulling against Thibodeau, but those kids were not allowed to practice in their own home parish for the last couple of weeks. So good for them. Braxton Petrie up the middle. Not much. Still driving. Gets about 2. Coach Dugan and the guys will collect themselves and try to get back at it. And we're going to have our heat and humidity break here at 6 minutes if the White Hat sees it. He does. So let's take a 1-minute break. With exactly 6 minutes to go, the Tarpons lead 31-10. We'll be back in 60 on ESPN 100.3.
Advanced Eye Institute in Cutoff is your hometown eye care provider. Dr. Darby Chasson is here to serve the eye care needs of your entire family. Full-service eye medical and vision services are provided in a friendly atmosphere. For the latest in designer frames to advancements in astigmatism and bifocal contact lenses, call Advanced Eye Institute at 985-632-2884 for your appointment today, or visit their website at visionsource-drdarbychasson.com.
Physio-Fit. Advanced, certified, skilled clinicians providing dry needling, vestibular rehabilitation programs, pelvic floor rehab, and function-driven regenerative modalities as Aston and Graston. Results-driven, supported by our outcomes measures international database. 100% individualized care. Each program is unique. A whole person approach, including healthier lifestyles, treatment of the injured worker, and performing FCEs. Weight loss programs at 4 locations. In-network provider with most insurers.
After the heat and humidity break, the Tarpons will play a 2nd and 8. Jalbert hands it to Braxton Petrie. Nice gain. Breaking tackles across the 10. Falls at about the 7, just shy of the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about 2. And some extracurricular. Pushing and shoving both ways. Guys being separated. That's what you do not want to see.
Well, a couple things on the last play. It looked the Trojan defender came in when Braxton was down. I think inadvertently he kind of hit Braxton in the helmet with his helmet. Then one of our offensive linemen slaps the guy in the helmet. So
3rd and 2. Tarpons don't have to snap it until inside of 5 minutes, but it looks like they will. They do. Jalbert drops, throws it incomplete at the feet of Petrie. There's a flag on the play and another flag on the play. One in the end zone and one at Jalbert. Did they rough him? One right where he was throwing it.
Yeah, there's 2 flags on a play.
So 2 separate fouls. One in the end zone and one right where Jalbert was releasing the throw. Let's see what we've got. We've got an ineligible man downfield on the offense and a personal foul roughing the passer. So the fouls will offset. It'll be 3rd and 2 all over again. We'll take it. With that sideline, Mike, we actually could hear what the White Hat was saying there a little bit. The clock will start back. Tarpons will get to grind more time off. 5 minutes and counting. 3rd and 2. South Lafourche knocking on the door at the 7-yard line of Central Lafourche. 6 seconds on the play clock. Jalbert sending a man in motion. They hand it to Braxton Petrie. He's going to get into the end zone. A 7-yard Tarpon touchdown off right tackle. Have a day, Braxton Petrie. It's now 37-10 Tarpons.
Sound like a broken record, but his vision is just unreal. And I mean, his footwork, he plants, and he's just good balance, vision.
Patient, picking his way through the line, and then closing speed. Torres, swinging gate open, swinging gate closed. Jesse Torres will attempt the extra point try. Jalbert on the hold. Snap is there, the kick is there, and it is right down Broadway. The Tarpons lead 38-10. We'll be back in a minute. South Lafourche is going to be 1-0, folks. ESPN 100.3, your home for high school sports.
Archie Manning here for Thibodeau Regional. In the Manning household, we're pretty serious about sports. And just like the team at the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional, we're also very serious about sports safety. As the region's leader in First Comprehensive Sports Medicine Program, they've been in the game longer with certified athletic trainers, fellowship-trained sports medicine physicians, and neuro sports-trained experts. So play hard, play to win, but play it safe with the Sports Medicine Center of Thibodeau Regional.
Your life is mobile, so is your bank. As a State Bank and Trust Company account holder, you can check your balances, view transactions, transfer funds, and pay bills anywhere or anytime with State Bank and Trust Company's online banking or mobility app. Call or stop by any State Bank and Trust location for all the details. State Bank and Trust Company, Cajun banking, served just the way you like it. Member FDIC.
4:36 to go in regulation. The Tarpons up big, 38-10. Torres will be kicking it away. Will he go deep? Will he go short? He's done both tonight. He's going to go with the pop-up kick again. This one a little deeper. Will be fielded at the 18-yard line by number 3 for Central Lafourche. He's hit at the 25, falls forward to the 28. That's Aaron DeLon on the return. So the Trojans will take over what may be their final offensive possession of the game with 4:30 to go. Complete performance for the Tarpons. Offense and defense have had their moments. They can clean up the turnovers in the future. Look out.
Yeah, we mentioned before, you cannot have all these turnovers each week and expect to win a game. But kudos, what a great outing by the Tarpons to start this season.
Says a lot when you can turn it over 5 times and still score 38 points, and that's exactly what we've done tonight. DeLone hands it to the big fella. That's number 33, Ruffin. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, still pumping his legs, still driving. He'll be hit and stopped after a gain of about 1. I think one thing Central Lafourche has found tonight is a little something in Terrence Ruffin. He's been very good.
Yeah, good job by Joseph Pierce for the Tarpons coming up and tackling legs.
Ruffin's listed 6'2", 240. And if you hit him high, he's going to run you over. Inside of 4 minutes. Not very many snaps left in this one. Play action. Treg rolls to the right side, gets maybe a yard. Good job by the Tarpon defense closing. Joseph Pierce again on the stop. Clock continuing the run.
Coach Broussard putting in some backups into the game.
And we've got a flag on the play. Very late flag on the play. And our white hat official is not happy with somebody. We've got unsportsmanlike conduct on Central Lafourche. So a rough night is going to get even rougher. They're going to go 15 back.
Yeah, Tarpon's going to have to keep their cool.
It is getting a little bit chippy. It was going to be 3rd and 8. It's going to be 3rd and an awful lot now. 3rd and 23. The down is going to count. Or it should count. Yep, there it is. 3rd down. Third and long. 3:30 and counting. Treg flips it out to Ruffin, incomplete off of his mitts.
Yeah, they came with that same play, a little swing pass to Ruffin, but that time he overthrew him a little bit.
You got to think with the game out of reach, the Trojans would just punt it away here, and it looks like that's what they'll do. Good opportunity for the Tarpons to work on their special teams. And it feels awfully good to be 1-0. It's been a while since the Tarpons have been above 500 on a season. Altamont gets the snap, and he bombs one away. Nice kick high in the air. Joseph Pierce says he's going to let it roll. Good idea, Joe. Trojans will down it at the 43-yard line. So the Tarpons will take over for what could be their final possession of the game with 3:12 to go.
Yeah, and the 4-game skid to the Trojans is over.
Yep.
Now hopefully we can start a streak of our own.
No doubt about that. 1st and 10. .312 left in regulation. Quarterback change. Patrick Gisclair going to get some reps.
They work hard behind the scenes to make Friday Night Football a success on both sides.
Opportunity to get some fresh faces in the game as well, as it's Darren Ducey in the backfield with Patrick. Patrick hands it to Darren. Nice gain on 1st down, pumping forward near the 49-yard line. Coach Darren has become almost like Taysom Hill for this offense. He plays tight end, receiver, running back, does a little bit of everything and does it all pretty well.
Yeah, a lot of things people don't see. Ultimate team player. Last week for the scrimmage, he's on the sideline. One of the players comes off the field, kind of, upset at some, and Darren was right there saying, stop it right now, and put an end to it. So, yeah, he's all over the field on the sideline. The ultimate team player.
Gain of 6, 238 and counting. Gisclair hands it to him again. Hit near midfield and drop. Gain of about 1. So it'll be 3rd down. 225 and counting. And after the months and months of waiting and worrying, I think Coach B.J. Young could finally exhale a little bit. His Tarpons are going to be 1-0 in the season.
Yeah, and I think this might have been Coach Young's first full week at school.
Yeah.
With the virus and storms and, AB schedule and stuff.
So great job by he and his staff. Gisclair will hand it to Ducey again. He falls forward near the sticks. He'll be about a half-yard short. The clock inside of 2 minutes now. 4th and about a yard. If the Tarpons get the 1st down here, that would be about it. They could go victory formation as there's 1:30 in the game. Gisclair looks like he'll go under center. Maybe a quarterback sneak even, perhaps. Gets the snap, and it is a quarterback sneak, and they are going to drive him forward for a 1st down. Good push by the offensive line, and that play there is pretty much the story of the game. The Tarpons just pushed a little harder than the Trojans did.
Yeah, they go in victory formation right here, rest of the way. And we're going to have some post-game protocol where the teams obviously won't shake hands. And, our team, the alma mater, is going to play, and I believe they'll go straight to the locker room.
So the Tarpons will get a big victory here. Improved to 1-0. They're 1 snap away in the victory formation. Congratulations to Coach Young and his guys. What a job well done. Gisclair taking a peek at the clock. And there it is. That'll be the final snap of the game. Our final score, South Lafourche 38, Central Lafourche 10. The Tarpon faithful giving the boys in blue a round of applause. Soak it in. The Tarpons are 1-0 in the year. Coach, some final thoughts.
Hey, look, congratulations to Coach Young and his staff. He put a lot of time into this, and I'm just so happy for him, his staff, and these young men.
And it looks like he just got a Gatorade shower as well from his guys. So congratulations to him. The Tarpons are 1-0. Central Lafourche will try to pick up the pieces. They've got a tough district schedule coming their way. We'll see if we can maybe get Coach Young for some commentary.
I got it.
South
Hey, y'all, we're going to get Coach Young?
Yes, if we can. Coach Young giving some marching orders to his guys, letting them know, hey, we've got to get to the locker room after the alma mater has played.
Yeah, it's a shame they can't stay out here and enjoy it, but that's just something that one of the things that we got to do.
If we got to finish the season, we got to take the good with the bad. South Lafourche is going to get a 38-10 win, and we're going to get Coach Young for some final thoughts.
All right, we're Coach Young. Well, Coach, congratulations. How's it feel to be 1-0?
Man, it feels great. Our kids came out and played hard. came out a little slow in the second half, which is not what we want. But, we come on a little bit late, and, hats off to our guys and Coach Meyer and his staff in Central Lafourche High School. They do a great job coaching, and, they got a lot of great football players, so, hats off to those guys as well.
What about the play, your two running backs, the Petrie boys, Brody and Bryce?
Man, that's unreal, huh? One goes down, you put the brother in, and you don't miss a beat. So, yeah, man, that's two guys that we're lucky to have on our football team, and I'd rather them on my team than have to play against them every week.
Yeah, I'm going to correct that Braxton, because he one heck of a running back.
Oh, yeah, Braxton ran the ball hard. The line did great getting him through the initial box, and then he runs through a lot of arm tackles. So, great to see them guys go out there and have some success because they deserve it. They work hard, every day, and our community and the school deserves it, So, really happy for everybody that's a part of South Lafourche football.
And it must be nice with 5 turnovers and still put 38 points on the board. You're not satisfied with the turnovers, but.
Oh yeah, we got a lot of corrections to make tomorrow morning because we have to get better, and you can't turn the ball over like that. Especially when we come out in the second half, we get it first and we turn it over. I don't know, 2 or 3 times in a row, and that's unacceptable. Sometimes it's me putting them in a situation that's a little tough, But, we're going to make the corrections tomorrow when we watch the tape, and we're only going to get better.
Well, Coach, congratulations. Go and enjoy this one.
Thank you, Coach.
All right, there you go, Casey. Very happy, Coach Young.
As well he should be. South Lafourche takes care of business as the alma mater is being played. A lot of Tarpon pride, and I know Mr. Bobby and everybody else in Tarpon faithful are awfully proud as South Lafourche is 1-0 in the season. We're going to sign off right here. Great job, as always, Coach Colley, T. Don, and Wilbert, and everybody part of our broadcast. South Lafourche gets the win, 38-10, same time, same place next week against Letcher. Have a great and blessed weekend, everybody. God bless.